recording at that point. And I can take the word setup out of the title for the stream. So I have no idea where Dreams is, in all honesty. Like, he asked me if I was coming today, and I told him yeah, and now I have no idea where he is. He didn't give me any indication of he's not showing up, but I don't know. One second. Got million, it's hyperbole, but I do have like 50 Discord DMs I'm trying to get through right now. Cool. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at who's actually showing up tonight. We'll see if that number gets above 110. It's at about 113 right now, but we still have more people trickling in, so this could get up to 120. And you got to remember the maximum for Friday night fights is 124, but usually we see it in the triple digits, and then by the third round, sometimes it gets just below that. But it's always stayed above 90, except for third round of NA trickles down a little harder. But since I do DayZ events, sometimes I'm not always able to cover that third round. But looking through the list, I know we have Scandi Recon showing up tonight. We've got Papega here as well. You see Guy Fieri there, member of Papega. Iander and Yanni, members of Scandi. Pierce from 1RW is here. We'll see if he comes up with any crazy plans. I don't see... Oh, look at that. Those 2 months went by pretty quick, did they? No, he got unbanned the following day, and that was a whole fiasco, but I'm not going to bring it up. That's the only time I'm going to bring it up here. But that was a crazy last week. Oh, man. Whiplash also playing under the Scandi banner. Okay, so some of these names I've seen are actually up in a different channel, so we are going to be probably up to 120 if those guys are jumping in as well. Cool. TSB has like 8 or 10 dudes on tonight as well, which is nice. The Syac Tackleberry group's also coming. See, the thing is, a lot of these people are also in newer groups that have come into FNF. So we got some old guards like 1RW, as I already pointed out, but you know, GTTF is a relatively new group in here. Bay is also here as Bayant. AA has a few guys. MUR always brings 1 or 2 to support Scandi. UA has been coming in with a few people as well. And then you got the solo names that are part of communities like Game at the Stars, which I never know what community they are a part of. Lusod, I think, is in PLH. Just have a big trickling of forces here. But yeah, should be a nice night. If not, we'll see. Otherwise, tonight we'll be covering the full EU branch. I'll try to cover rounds 1 and 2 of NA. And then 11:30, I'm going to take one of the towns in Essaker and IED the absolute hell out of it with grenade tripwires, landmines, and bear traps. And then I'm going to make a few custom traps of, I just put really evil zombie positions in certain spots, and we'll see what happens. But I think it'll be a good prank. But yeah, that's for tonight. Tomorrow at noon, we have a Vietnam op. 3 p.m., we have the Star Sim stuff. And then 6 p.m., we have the DayZ Pay for Pain. I'll be advertising that all of tomorrow. And then Sunday, I don't have anything planned except 10 p.m. So I might try to get some Reforger in there. But also we have the Sunday, whatchamacallit, SOG stuff, which I want to stream again. But we'll see if I can fit Reforger sometime in there. Because again, there's a few communities that I know of that are trying to do some active game nights every week. But you know, it's a little buggy, bare bones, server issues. But Bohemia has been releasing a few hot fixes within all of that, so we'll see how it comes out too. Plus, I've got 2 more videos for Reforger that I want to start working on tonight to release hopefully tomorrow, and then the other one either Sunday or Monday. I'm just waiting on some responses for a few things. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to organize everything. Oh, yeah, I know. How are you doing, Dream? You just finished work. Ouch. Well, I'll see you for round 2 then. Hope work is okay, man. Usually you're not there that late. Oh, man. What do you mean, no? You're not okay? Well, sorry to hear that, buddy. We're still having some people trickling in as well. That's going to jump up to about 120. It's at 116. Otherwise, number advantage, it's going to be favoring blue 4 mainly here. Green 4. Mountain and... Oh, no. Oh, no. Deja vu. Oh, God. Oh, okay. If you were here last week for round 1 EU, that, those specific players there were important to note. Kane is commanding. Wow. Who do they have under them? You got Hirudo as the sniper, Arcor leading a squad here. No, Ash leading the squad. Arcor is the team leader. Oddball is the team leader. I don't see Scandi under here, though. I do see 1RW. I do see Bayant, though, which means Scandi is going to be on Green Force. We are seeing the 2 best communities here on separate sides. Though Green Force defending, so that's not Scandi's best coat, but we got Norris on tonight. Interesting. For normally we see him only in NA, but he's taking a squad lead role for Bravo HQ. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I have no idea what Dream's saying. Sorry, Broad George, just looking at the element there. But then again, if I'm solo casting round 1 because Dream is speeding home, that means I can turn my T-FAR plugin on, which might already be on. So, Dream, I'll see you for round 2. 2-sided. Fun fact, I'm running out of fun facts. That is indeed a fun fact. Yep, there's the T-FAR plugin coming on. I don't get to see the map, but yeah, I'll solo cast this one. And Dream will join us for rounds 2 and 3. I think that should be fair. Let me go ahead and put the prediction up. And this is going to be NA round 1 EU. And the only thing I'm switching here is the fact that... Am I switching anything? Yeah, Green Force defending. Yep. Okay, so I just have to switch the wording there. All right. Let's see how all this plays out. Will Falcon once again die to blue on blue? I know for a fact this round Falcon is going to play defensive, and he's probably just going to chill in a sector for most of the game because of what happened last week. Especially since I think Kiri changed slots to a different Green 4 group. And if you were here for last week, you know what happened, but I'm not going to bring up more details than that. So we'll see how things go. Well, Broadshore, I'm going to be honest. I usually skip breakfast, to be perfectly honest. If I'm awake around that time and I get hungry, sure, but I don't force myself. Look, all I know for a fact, here's one thing I will say, because, so let me also bring up OFCRA real quick. They want me to record the next time I'm there, and then after that, we're going to stream again with a 5-minute delay. And then after we do that for however long they feel like, we're going to get back into streaming that proper. So that's just going to be a while. So the schedule for that is, since I'm not here next week, the week after, we'll be streaming. No, I'll still be recording that one. And then I'll try to stream on the Friday if I can. And then vacation, and then when I'm back, we'll have a 5-minute delay.
Where the fuck am I?
But yesterday's OFCRA had an attack helicopter, and endgame was just massacring people. And then one of the greatest things I've ever seen in Arma 3 PvP happened. Not as good as the Audrey Hotto incident, but really freaking close. And I don't really know what else to say beyond that. Like, because it was beautiful. One man pulled a Scandi recon tactic, hid in a tree, killed 10 people in the final objective, but he caused the all of the assaulting forces to freak out and start shooting each other. And I have no idea how he did it. I think it was an issue with PID because there were 2 different uniforms that the attackers were using. But he was responsible for at least like 14 or 15 deaths. And 10 of those were his kills, but the other like 4 or 5 were just because Blue 4 went nuts on the attack. Blue 4 still won, but my god, it was beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and cover the mission here. So, round 1, made by Despo here. Background: after local police captured valuable information about the human trafficking group, it forwarded to the U.S. It was, and it forwarded to the U.S. It was decided that U.S. Army will strike ASAP in order to stop the atrocious acts. Team America World Police, baby. Area of operations: desertish, but also bushish. I love it. No mission-specific rules. Game mode is add sector, so there's 3 sectors on the map. As long as there's 1 green 4 guy in the sector, excuse me, in the generic sense, a defender, in this case green 4, in the sector. As an infantryman, they can't be on a static, they can't be in a vehicle. Blue 4 can't capture it until everyone in the sector is either dead or knocked unconscious or in a vehicle. Otherwise, mission rules: standard 50-minute round, 15-minute safe start, 1,150 meters for render distance, no magnified optics nor NVGs. Defender build points is going to be at 150, 25 points above the standard 125 that you see.
Where is X-ray?
Let's go ahead and look at our mat settings. Both sides have 2 rounds of AT, but the defenders also have 1 round of HE per.
You're just going to make noise and see if Sector 2 is empty.
Otherwise, breaking our units down here. I just want to look at the DMR.
Let's see.
To mark 11. All right. Loadouts are going to be M27s with M4A1s, 249s, 240 Golfs. Lat's going to be the 136. Recon Sniper gets the M48-5.
And see if you can figure out what's on Sector 2, all right?
You hear them talking about their plans down there. The 2 suppress shooters get a Mark 14 or a SOCOM 16. Crew and aviation either get an MP7 or M4A1. Assets: we have 7 transport trucks, 2 transport M2s, a UH-60 with both miniguns having almost 2,500 rounds each, and then 3 M2 Humvees as well. Green 4, on the other hand, actually, let's go ahead and cover the roster here. So, Blue 4 is interesting because we have King commanding. King is one of the best players on the server. He's a member of Pepega Pirates, and I think I've only seen him command 1 other time, and the time he did it, he dominated the board. So I'm really curious to see what he does with this one. Novix is going to be his 2IC, Kakir the platoon medic, Navy leading X-Ray, Haruto taking the sniper, Spiky and Vagrant both going with SOCOM 16s as the suppressed shooters. Ash leading Alpha, Arcor leading Alpha 1, Sackleberry, Fist, Wheaton, Banks, and Honu under him. Oddball leading Alpha 2 with Lepe, Zaki, 2D Rots, Lennox, and Rainman. K9 leading Bravo HQ, Bravo 1 being led by Newton with Robert Weedgood. Gorilla, Khalil, Diego, Blas, and Repsopo. No, Reposo. I'm really good at English, guys. Lucas leading Bravo 2 with Yossel, Oliver, and beyond. Armagesus leading Charlie HQ. Charlie 1 having Saren leading with him at the Stars, Maz, Flux, Bant, and Guy Fieri. That is a powerhouse right there. And then Maz is an additional member there, too. Quite good. UA in Charlie 2, led by Warkus with Anderi, Suj, Savos, Taris, and Drew. Delta 2 has combined everything from Delta 1, Delta 2, and Delta HQ to form this large group. So you got Holton leading, Azuki, Potato, Heffalump, Tarnfolk, Wayne, Thompson, Pierce, who would imagine took the squad leader slot and merged in, Nuzzy, Dread, Fond, Nolik, and Daedalus. They all usually form into one large group in the roster. That's usually a 1RW tactic. Kubas and Broken being the hotel crew, and then Delta HQ, who's probably going to merge into Delta 2 in a second, Azus, also coming in there. Mountain was commanding, and now he's dead. Well, okay, Green 4 has already lost their commander. But anyway, let's go ahead and look over there, because we see a 4th slot in here, which means one of these guys took the commander role. That could quite possibly be Kiri. But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at Green 4's stuff here. In case you needed reading glasses, it's the Modern African Militia Desert Camouflage. Their DMR, I'd assume, is going to be an SVD. Yep, that is an SVD right there. Loadouts otherwise going to be AKMs and AKSs, the PM for handgun as the secondary, RPKs and PKPs for the support, weapons RPG-26 for the light anti-tank, recon, sniper gets the T-5000. 2 spread shooters get AKSs with 45-round magazines, or an ASVAL, which has a 20-round mag, and then crew and aviation get the PP-2000 or an AKS. Nothing on crew served weapons. They get 5 transport Euros, the PKM MG Desert Nest. It's basically a sandbag bunker with a PKM in it. You can only fire it forward, though. 5 Dishkas, which I find really funny that there's 5 of them, but I guess that's just to be the AA cover against the, or excuse me, AAA cover against the helicopter, and a BTR-70 with that KPTV and the PKT. Very nice amount of weaponry there, but usually BTRs aren't always the best thing to utilize.
Bravo, how many
Otherwise, Kiri, I believe, is commanding. He usurped Mountain and shot him in the back of the head like a dog. That's why you see that blood right there. Otherwise, Korvac, I would assume, is the 2IC. We know Kiri is the commander, though, because of that special headgear. And then Falcon is going to be platoon medic. I assure you he's going to be playing defensive today after what happened last week, but we'll see. Mir leading X-Ray, Slav being that group's medic, Salty taking the sniper, and Rancor being one of the 2 suppressed shooters. Looks like they didn't take the other suppressed shooter. He's going to rock the ASVAL. Azariah leading Alpha HQ with Chult and Lusad being the vehicle crew for the BTR-70.
Is there a difference between the MK-14 and the SOCOM 16 like there is between the ASVAL and the AK?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll get to it in a second. Malin leading Alpha 1 with Nemesis Burton, Iander, Nim, Whiplash, and Flying Finn under him. Alpha 2 being led by Nafs with Cullis, Kazul, Katz, Cindy, Yanni, and Dobbs. Bravo HQ led by Norris with Jerka and Felix together as a vehicle crew, but I don't know what they're going to take as a vehicle crew because there's only one vehicle, so interesting. Otherwise, Skipu leading Bravo 1's Kratz, Adamek, Meldon, Selter, and Kuwait. Was Kratz in a tree? No. Okay, he's just under a tree. That's weird. Bates leading Bravo 2 because he has the slash in his name, with Despo, Timek, Iqbal, Sayak, and Skip under him. Looks like the Delta 4, this group has merged as well. Shy leading it because it's Delta HQ. The team leaders are Hadav and Lolo, but otherwise Reapers, Insanity, Sol, Galil, Sam, Dutch Eagle, Seismo, Olaf, Mutant, Revolk, Andre, and Revanche are in this group. Most of them TSB members. Again, calling out my people to represent. Now, yeah, thanks for the 41-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. In terms of loadout weaponry between the M14 and the SOCOM 16, both are suppressed 7.62 by 51 NATO battle rifles. I know the SOCOM, I think you can full auto. I'm not sure about the Mark 14. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while. But beyond that, there's not really any difference except minor cosmetic things. The SOCOM scopes, you put a little more in front of the gun, but they still work the same way when you sight in on them. Dream's trying to connect. He got disconnected. But otherwise, not really. Like, minor feature changes, minor stat differences, but both perform pretty much the same way to the point where in my opinion, the stats are just so minor in their differences that it just depends on personal preference. I would like to see in the future more variation with that, and Maz has been making other Blue 4 groups to have different weapons. So, you know, like a suppressed MP7 we sometimes see as a choice for that specific type of kit, but nah, they're pretty much the same. Diego trying to join in with Acre. See, so there's two major radio mods in Arma 3, TFAR and Acre. I personally, for PvP, prefer Acre because it has a lot more features and it's a lot more complex than TFAR, and then TFAR for PvE because TFAR is very simplistic. However, Friday Night Fights is all about the more casual side of Arma 3 PvP, which is why I think they stick with TFAR. But for much more hardcore groups like Coalition, for example, with their 6-hour CCOs, they use Acre. Speaking of, for those of you who have been with me for a while, I am considering jumping into another CCO in the next few months. So if you want to see me at my worst for 6 hours, I'll let you know if that comes up. And yes, Falcon's back. They unbanned him the day after. Which is why I'm saying you're probably going to see him just stick into an AO. He's not going to go out even if someone tells him to. So they have this all marked out as impassable terrain. What we heard Blue 4 talk about their strategy is they only have X-Ray coming out over here to basically harass Sector 2 to see if there's anything there. Now, what's really interesting about this AO, though, is it really does bottleneck Blue 4's ability to go in. So I think we're going to see Green 4 right off the bat set up blocking positions along this area to catch any Blue 4 forces that come out from over here. So X-Ray could be intercepted early on. This gap is way too much for Green 4 to cover unless they go all in to make these blocking positions. But this is one of the few AOs where I might have actually, like, I would recommend something like that. They have the numbers. If they literally had one squad in X-Ray cover this, and then their remaining 3 squads with Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Actually, they don't have a Charlie. They only have 2 squads. Wow. Yeah, no, so they would have to take everything else and watch this, and then probably put the BTR on its own on the road and be ready to, like, mass mobilize forces once the main attack's coming in. That would be a really cool strategy to see, because once in a blue moon we see an AO where the attacker or defender completely throws what we expect of them to do out the window and does something crazy. And we do see Green 4 getting ready to set up something similar to represent on a smaller scale. That's going to be Scandia Recon's forces, which I'm not surprised about one bit. They're very good at those exotic levels of tactics. But otherwise, these remaining AOs, I think Green 4 is just going to try to defend. So, otherwise, looking at said AOs, we have some fortifications in here with some earth rampants. Usually you see like artillery put in those, but in this case I think it's just for general infantry. But this sector covers this entire little stretch of territory, so it's really nice to have that originating cover. We see some Dishkas set up as well. That can really help kind of lock down the area. But the thing about Shango's Outback, as I like to call it, is it gets very tree heavy. It gets very defilade heavy as well, because you've got these distant roaming hills where it's not completely flat. So it's still really easy to maneuver infantry close to objectives because of that. We have 2 minutes remaining. I'm going to go ahead and look at Sector 2 now. Sector 2 is just a small military base. A little more open, but again, you got the roaming hills here. You got this mountaintop next to it as well, which I think is just out of the play zone, actually. Yeah, you've only got a slight edge of it up here. So you don't really have any room to maneuver off of that, but that's got great overwatch on the AO over here itself, interestingly enough. And then Sector 3, which appears to be a little village that pre-exists. I don't see any custom buildings on it. We already see Green 4 fortifying it a little bit. But again, with Ad Sector, you can fortify anything in the sectors, and as long as you're alive, you're fine. So we'll see if anyone decides to play any hide-and-seek plays. There goes Dream's connection again. I don't know what's up with him, but hope he's okay. I'll be joining him for round 2 and 3. But otherwise, Green Fort looks like they're going to be going for an all eggs in one basket approach, which is my personal term for saying they're going to try to cover everything. Now, the weakness with a play like that is if Blue Fort decides to keep all their forces together and systematically engage AO to AO, they're going to completely overpower the defenders in the existing AO. And I just noticed there's a second compound over here, but pretty much how would I put it, outnumber the existing defensive garrison there, and that leaves the attackers then with a lot of options to flank around where the defenders are already engaged and then come in on the defenders' blind spots, get close, and then wipe them out with usually minimal casualties, but it also depends on just how aggressive the defenders are in the sense of, are they going to try to counterattack? Are they going to be really mobile? If they're only like one squad of dudes, how spread out are they? Like, how much are they covering within that one group? And that's where groups like Papega or Scandi really excel on the defense, because they know where to space out their forces to cover 360. Even though I think Scandi, again, we're going to be seeing them do a pretty exotic play here. Round has begun. BTR is also going to be heading down south to cover that. But from what King has brought up, it looks like he's going to be keeping a lot of his forces together, all in a ground convoy. I don't see anyone in the helicopter via no helicopter symbol, but that helicopter is going to be a great support asset to utilize with those miniguns. But I think King is just going to systematically drop forces off, eliminate the sector, move on to the next, take them out, move on to the next, and take them out. So it's going to become a game for time this round for Green 4, in the sense of how long can each sector hold out, because if they can hold a decent amount of time, then they can just stall it out. But that's just going to be how long these guys can hold out versus the first wave, and those guys, and then the next group. And then, you know, Blue 4 might also try to send a team around to the different sector after they get through this first sector to, you know, potentially hit another one as well, because Blue 4 does have the helicopter, which means they can rapidly mobilize. Furthermore, these AOs are all within a click of each other. So it's really easy for them to move from sector to sector with without having to traverse too much distance. If they're farther away from each other, then it makes it a little harder for Blue 4 to have to spend the time remounting and then pushing in. But because they're, yeah, I mean, some places literally at a kilometer's distance. This one, it's a little more than a kilometer, but only barely. It means Blue 4 can have an easier time of just moving through everything. Are you okay, Dream? Because I keep seeing you connect and then crash. But you already see Blue 4 Recon. They've spotted the BTR here. They're going to be calling that in.
Pretty much northwest.
Northeast, you mean?
Sorry to hear that,
Northeast.
Dream.
30,
Point to it, point to it.
30 degrees.
So they're calling this out. They do have an M2 Humvee, and the M2 Humvee could successfully engage that BTR with 100 rounds of 50 cal. And then they got the sniper set up right here. But yeah, Scandi, they're just setting up a blocking position here. They've got this force coming around forward as well. This is 2IC moving up. Oh, no. We might not see the Blue 4 guys up there because of that mistexturing. Interesting. So now we've got Pierce setting up a massive wedge.
Yeah, I don't want to be yellow team. You take.
And he doesn't want to go on point there. I hear someone's keyboard.
Sheep.
Sheep herd! Come on, daytime spacing, folks.
Oh my god, the memeing of the formation. But otherwise, we see two different static guns firing up at the helicopter. I think the helicopter, we heard the miniguns fire back, but it's maintaining a pretty high altitude to try to avoid being engaged by ground fire. So you had at least one Dishka firing up there. You had the P gunner firing up there as well. And then we have a Green 4 group of X-Ray that have come out all the way over here. I don't really see the purpose in that. I guess just to see if they run into any Blue 4 coming around, but I feel like Green 4 could have been a little bit better if they just stuck closer to an objective and did some local overwatch. But X-Ray is usually the most underutilized group, in my opinion, in terms of tactics. I feel like if they were to like come immediately to the map edge right here, and then just like watch things, they could have been utilized a little bit better, because at least from up here you can cover a decent amount of distance. Hell, you can cover all the way to where they are right now, which is roughly most of this, because you see them just at the edge of my render here. So that would mean there's a one small pocket right there, and you can just have another Green 4 group cover that, but that's all right. So Blue 4 did a bit of a later dismount. They're going to be attacking in 3 groups. I don't know if this group's going to bypass and try to hit Sector 2. Or if they're all going to move to Sector 1. What I'd be willing to bet is these 2 are going to hit Sector 1, this one's going to bypass and hit Sector 2, and then the plan is to then take all these units and then hit Sector 3 from 3 different directions. Because after this, I feel like this group is then going to stay on the southern side and then hit this from the southwest, and then this group's going to hit it from the immediate west. And they might actually get away with this, because if Green 4 stays out of position right here, and they don't fold in, this group will be able to hit Sector 2, get in the defensive positions, and counter Scandi as they can then come up from the north. Normally, in a fight versus Scandi and 1RW, I would say, like, head-on, or Scandi in a defensive position, I would favor Scandi, but if it's the opposite, 1RW is no slouch either. So I'm going to turn my render distance down slightly, but this helicopter is basically up here just to harass everything, but they're pretty much taking everyone's eyes off of the front line here, and they're giving a rough gauge of Blue 4 here to see, or I guess here in this case, how much fire is up there. All right, now we got Blue 4's X-Ray group engaging here. It's that 50 cal firing into the BTR. But the BTR is returning to fire. Looks like the BTR won that fight and has damaged. Wow, no. So we have 1 dead for Liru trying to move back now. Spiky woke back up, immediately got knocked out again. Who do we have dead? We got Vagrant dead back here. That is quite unfortunate. Humvee is now smoking. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself now that people are dying. We'd be able to hear them as they die. So Blue 4 X-Ray rendered ineffective here. The one issue is that might pull Scandi to come down and actually go check Blue 4 out, which would pull them further out of position. That would then allow this Delta 2 force here, excuse me, the entirety of Delta, because it's all one merged squad, then go around and hit that sector. However, based off of the formation line they're moving right here, I think we're about to see a massive battle line hit Sector 1. We do have Op4 X-Ray in the rear. They do have suppressed weapons. But when you have this much, this massive force here hitting this one area, it's really easy for these groups to stay well coordinated. The best time to flank a group that's attacking is when they're fully invested in the attack, which would mean only that group is doing the attack. But when that group is supported by literally the entire force, they can afford to have some people watching rear security, for example. And I think it's going to be a messy fight, but good God, like my frame rate when I go down there is pretty brutal when I keep up a high render distance. So I'm going to keep that a little lowered here. Helicopter is landed. I don't know if they're going off station or... No, they can't be out of ammo already. They had 5,000 rounds on the miniguns. Either they're somehow out of ammo, or their fuel tank got hit and they don't have any more fuel, because they can repair it. That's an interesting one. Still got Spiky unconscious right there. Navy's checking bodies. Yep, Scandi's going to go for the attack, but that's going to further pull them south. Now, the BTR could just drive up, mount them up, and then pull them back further. So you got the defenders back here. They see this Hunt IR, and they're firing at it. I don't think they've realized that that's Scandi's Hunt IR, because X-Ray doesn't have any Hunt IR capabilities unless they've changed that. Now, Squad Leader for the X-Ray team does have Hunt IR, but I'm pretty sure that's a feature only within a few groups here. But Blue 4 is going to pull back. Scandy's going to push them. But at this rate, yeah, you're going to have just a massive group hit Sector 1. This group could still technically bypass and hit something, but now you're starting to hear see shots here. As we start seeing some engagement. So Andiri there getting hit. We're seeing some smokes being thrown. And we do have Green 4 engaging from the rear of this group right here, but they haven't noticed yet. Oh, their rounds are falling incredible. Is that the AS Val shooting? Yeah, the AS Val has no range on it. It will literally start dropping off after about 250 meters. You need to get in close with that gun. If you wanted more range, you should have taken an SKS, but even then it wouldn't have been too much of a bump. So you're seeing some rounds coming close, but, I mean, K9 hasn't even been hit yet, otherwise he'd be reacting to it. So X-Ray's got to close a bit more, but look at this massive smoke charge you're seeing. Blue 4 X-Ray now bypassing around. So based off of the smoke, this is going to be the group that harasses this AO and keeps them pinned down, and this is going to be the group that maneuvers in, which begs the question of what Delta here is going to do. They're holding prone right here, I guess, as either a reserve force or to stop anything from Sector 2 coming in. But I think they're going to bypass because they're not close enough to reinforce that AO. So I think they're just going to go on bypass and get ready to immediately attack Sector 3 as Sector 1 is secured. Looking over at the skull counts real quick, we only have Spiky down from X-Ray. Everyone else is still kicking. Meanwhile, Green 4, we've seen Iqbal and Skip get hit from this AO. So early casualties on Green 4 side, as now we're seeing Blue 4 push in their other force here. So now it's only Bravo doing the overwatch. Hold up, but we have someone unconscious. K9 finally got hit, and Beyond is doing medical without realizing. Oh, we have another body back here too. So K9's been brought back up, but... Oh! Beyond, what does that mean? What does that mean, buddy? Take a hint. If the guy you just brought back from the dead dies in front of you, what do you... No, Beyond. Beyond, please. Thank you. Oh, poor Beyond. And yeah, the helicopter crew's gonna walk in on foot. So I assume there's either a technical bug or they literally ran out of ammo. But now you're starting to see Green 4 pull out of this sector on foot, literally breaking from their fortified positions as we have some really aggressive players coming up from Papega here. With Maz as well, who is also he's been getting very aggressive in his own right. Guy Fieri now looking around, getting a little tunnel vision in this area. Not looking right to see these Green 4 guys pulling around. Let's see if that adjusts. Yeah, so Green 4 is just going to be booking it with some of their forces away. Guy Fieri immediately taking fire, runs up that rampart, takes a shot, ducks his head, and I think that stopped him from getting headshotted there. But look at this massive Blue 4 push in here. I'm not going to lie, this is as expected from Caden, who's commanding on the Blue 4 side. He very, very rarely commands, but when he does, he's able to execute quite well. And he's made pretty much the entirety of Blue 4 act as aggressively as Papega has, which is a feat in of itself. A lot of these groups are a lot more defensive, but that's why he's using more of the Milsimi groups to instead, it looks like they're coming around again, maybe to set up a cutoff position, or at least then spearhead the next attack. But, I mean, this opening Green 4 group of Bravo defending has been mostly shattered at this point. I mean, only one guy left in the AO, and that's Kuwait, but everyone else is out. You've got Meldon over here trying to get around and shoot at Cake here, who flanks around. Blue 4 not turning any other heads here. Meldon might get another free opportunity to engage someone. Rain Man looking at a separate direction. Great grenade throw. That's going to roll right next to Lennox here, who quickly hits the dirt. Grenade hurts a few other guys. Meldon looking around, trying to acquire more targets. Gets one. Rain Man coming up to counter and gets the headshot on the first shot. So a good trade there between two players. Not really a trade by a technical definition, but, you know, Melvin gets one, and then Rayman gets revenge immediately. Oddball double taps. Now we just got to make sure there's not a blue-on-blue incident right here as friendly forces continue to push up, and there remains a green 4. Try to pull back. Kratz woke up. King now going around. Wow, King, I was not expecting that delayed reaction on you, so he is now down as platoon command. I guess he didn't see him in the smoke going in, because that was a bit of a fumble by him. Great spray there by Maz, knocking Kuwait out, and that is Sector 1 taken at the 14-minute mark. Scandi at this point, they're sweeping around trying to find X-Ray, but that's going to keep them outside of this AO. You've got X-Ray for Green 4 still folding around here as well. But now, how is Blue 4 going to continue the push with King dead? Are they going to still have that level of coordination, or are things going to fall apart? Interestingly enough, Blue 4's 2 pilots have decided to bypass all the way to Sector 3. We'll see how they do. What did they equip themselves with? Because MP7s would be a great call here. And we got 1 MP7 and 1 M4 carry handle. More suppressive fire going out here. That's Delta with 1 RW flanking the remaining forces here, catching Op 4 so they can't pull back. They knock Skipu out. Adamek forced to bandage as rounds go over his head. And a lot of suppressive fire going out into that smoke as well. Adamek just taken out. And now it's only Timek who's running for it at this point. The sole survivor of Bravo. Everyone else is down or dead. Looking at Blue 4's casualties, though, they did take a few out of their Bravo team. They lost Bravo's squad leader as well, some Charlie guys, and command. But Novix, I think, is going to be able to keep that level of command aggression going as the 2IC. And then X-Ray for Green 4, they just haven't been able to properly move up and do some harassment. Yeah, they took a squad leader out and another guy, but we need to see that harassment continue. And then Blue 4 X-Ray actually doing a really good job here. They're pulling Scandi's attention away from defense and giving Blue 4 more time to actually do the objectives here. And that's causing Scandi to get tunnel visioned on trying to take these guys out. So the longer Blue 4 X-Ray can keep alive, the better. Because that's going to give Blue 4 more time to sweep the next sector. And then I want to say by the time they're attacking Sector 3, I think X-Ray is going to get shot, eventually hunt down, and that's going to give Scandi plenty of time to loop back around. Skipu has been brought back, but now we're starting to see 1RW engaging from range. This could give an opportunity for the small pilot team here to infiltrate and do a lot of damage.
Let's give him a
But with 34 minutes remaining, we're not even halfway through the round. Blue 4 in control, won the sectors. The next one less than 1 kilometer away, and the one beyond that another kilometer. I think this is in Blue 4's ballpark to win. The only thing I could see that Green 4 could still have a decent chance is Scandi Recon finds the rest of X-Ray, takes them out, comes back up to their AO, realizing that that's that for Blue 4. And then this team has the fight of their life holding these open areas. And then X-Ray does a bit more damage, but X-Ray is actually moving up quite quickly here. Rancor with the AS Val all the way back here. I guess he's on Overwatch to try to guide his forces in, but, I mean, that AS Val needs to be up here. I thought that was going to be the sniper back there, but... Alright, Salty on 3 kills right now. I mean, him getting closer isn't a bad call either. He's just going to be picking off any Blue 4 stragglers that come in. And we just need to continue seeing that. I think Maz had to go AFK. He was up on 2 kills, but yeah, him being prone right there. I mean, we saw him there 5 minutes ago in that area. Alright, so Skipu, who got brought back up, he then got killed again, and now you just got this Blue 4 tidal wave coming in. The one saving grace is that this is a massive open area Green 4 is doing their best to capitalize on, but I'd imagine Blue 4 is probably going to stick to these forested areas and come around. We might see these two guys be able to spearhead in and distract as this group is maneuvering. Wow, Skipu, or excuse me, no, that was Timek. Got shot in the back by either Arma Jesus or Aim at the Stars there. Great shot. They cannot recapture areas now. Falcon just messaged me telling me that, oh yeah, Korvac is lone wolfing platoon sergeant. Because Falcon, yeah, he's staying back in this area because there's an issue last week about that, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna be honest though, we got Falcon in here. He's got a well-fortified building, but I don't even think the mighty Falcon can stop this massive Blue 4 tidal wave coming in. Oh god, yep, so here's Blue 4 having their last stand. Nash is probably gonna spot Navy here and take him out. Yep. Not surprised with that one bit. Cindy was down, gets brought back up. And yep, that's pretty much a wipe of X-Ray, which was only 4 guys. But now, these guys can mount up in the BTR and immediately pull back after they confirm that group is down. So, whew. We have someone up on Timex body. That was the guy on points. Guy Fieri, he's not going to go and double tap, but Timex should have woken up by now. Funny enough, yeah, like, the 2 hotel guys are in this one building right here, and you got Blue 4 at roughly the same, if not, you know, some elements even slightly closer at that point. See Guy Fieri looking at the body, and I think Arma Jesus just double tapped him instead. Yep, as I predicted, we see Scandi mounting back up at the BTR. They'll probably pull back to Sector 2, but they're going to be the last line of defense. Rancor, that AS Val Gunner coming back. But, I mean, again, this platoon is moving at such a speed that I don't think X-Ray is going to ever catch up with them, in all honesty. Yes, they've been getting some great pickoffs on the rear with their sniper, but I don't see that continuing. Maz either... Yep, nope, he's back and moving, because otherwise X-Ray would have found him and taken him out. But there's just not enough bodies here to defend against this massive push. And even if this push gets stopped, there's not enough people over here to stop that push. And then they're busy also suppressing to that other side. But if these 2 groups hit a brick wall, you're going to see forces come around over here. And that's exactly what I think we're seeing Charlie do right now, is come around and hit from a different side, because the Green 4 has a very limited amount of defenders. But as both sides start taking casualties, something's going to give. Leffy getting killed out in the open here. No surprise about that. Way too open. What round is this? This is round 1. I'll be covering round 2 and 3 with Dream. Galil in my nice little favorite hidey hole spot. Beyond now trying to crawl up to the front of this building. Yeah, you got Mutant just doing general suppression of the smoke. Lolo coming out, fires some shots over yonder. Beyond, I'm not sure if that was his grenade, but he got hurt by it. 50 cal starting to take out parts of the building because 50 cal rounds are technically anti-material and will do damage to buildings over time. Mutant now firing. Wow, the Humvee's actually pulled up to offer cover here. So PKM rounds won't hit these guys. That's smart. His body gliding around. Hadav getting a great keyhole here. Galil now opening that door. Sam coming around, trying to put some shots on Robert. Hadav finishes it. Novix finds Galil, takes him out. A grenade gets thrown out. Will that detonate in time? That does knock Novix to his feet. So some great holds here by Green 4, but will it be enough? Got another body back here too. Tidov on 3 kills there. And did he just pick off another? He's on 5 now. Wow. Yes, he did. Throws a grenade out there, has a bad bounce, quickly changes munitions there. We just saw, I think, Lolo get picked off. Mutant's still doing some blind suppression here. Everyone here has to play like Hadav and get a massive kill count. Otherwise, they're going to pretty much be outgunned. He's taking a lot of fire. Knocks out Tackleberry. Tries to put some shots on Khalil there. This is just a slaughter for Blue 4, but it's to be expected as the attacker. Green 4 finding just the right keyholes. And now you got more Blue 4 coming around. Dutch Eagle went down. Revanche getting keyholed from this little window here. Bullets going over his head. He doesn't realize he's being flanked. Quickly tries to return fire. Hadav has now vaulted on the other side. Might hurt himself with his own grenade there. Yes, he does. He breaches in, finds Newton, but he's already taken so much damage, and Newton double taps.
It was Friday. Absolutely wild. As always, thanks for the great content.
T-Flag, thanks for the 12-month resub. Welcome to the Lance Corporal Club, buddy. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Yes, it is Friday, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. Now it's going to be up to Falcon. I don't see Falcon. Where did Falcon go? Is Falcon all right? Is Falcon dead? No, he's not. Falcon's back with Scandi over here. He's pulling back to Sector 2 because Scandi is doing a counterattack. BTR just got sniped. So he's going to be the rear guard for Sector 2. And if he gets called out for lone wolfing to play the objective, I'm going to laugh my ass off. No, he had to have been ordered by Korvac to do that, because Korvac's also back in this sector, but that makes sense. They need at least one person back there to hold it. But Green 4 is just down to these two buildings, 5 defenders. Looking at the roster here, a lot of Delta who was defending that town are down. They've got a lot more skulls on Blue 4 now, but I don't think it's going to be enough. You're going to have to see a counterattack by Scandi here to potentially come in and take this sector, but this is going to make for a really interesting fight on this area, because it means Falcon might have to solo hold. You got X-Ray now potentially getting in an area to pull things back, but if these 5 remaining guys can do a good chunk of damage, Novix is down and taking double taps. We could still see Green 4 upset here. But Bay, best player in FNF, and he has a 249. They gave him the best gun in the game for PvP in FNF, in my opinion. He's on point, and I think he's going to crush some dreams. So he's doing his best to clear around. Oh, yeah, he's going to try to hop around the flank as well. Green 4 now down to 4 guys. He isn't able to get up there. AT coming into this building. We're down to 3 now. And one of them's on a static, so if he stays on that static, he'll lose the sector if he's the only guy still remaining. Not a bad static placement, though. We're down to 2. No, wait, no, we're still at 3. But as I say, that Reaper gets knocked out. My God, look at this. He's getting shot at from across the way. Maz, I think, is keyholing from up there into this window. That's a dastardly spot to do it. And Reaper's failed his wake-up check, so we're down to 2. Scandi, meanwhile, bunched up over here. They've got 1 down that they're trying to work on. But 1RW is just outperforming them right now. They've got a big chunk of forces on a blocking position. Scandi has to smoke themselves. And we have another group of 1RW coming around to flank. And they're actually shooting Azariah in the back here as he desperately tries to pull back. And the other team of Scandi is also routing back. Azariah putting some suppressive fire back there. Yeah, he's pretty much leaving half of his group to die. That's quite unfortunate. Oh, man. Back to this remaining section here. You got Olaf on the roof with the PKP. He might be able to do some considerable stuff with that. Revolt trying to drag him in. There's a grenade thrown. PKP gunner gets one of the Blue 4 guys that ran up there. Daedalus moving in and takes out Revolt. And now it's just up to Olaf to hold with that PKP. Olaf's on 5, but he's going to need 5 more at this rate. X-Ray still trickling in behind. I'll check their kill counts in a second. We got to see how well Olaf does. Knocks out and eliminates Newton with the double tap. He's on 6. 7. Broken moving up. think he hears the footsteps slowly coming up. Eight. I think you saw Broken's gun poke out. Shoots Broken a bit in the back. He's got to be low on ammo, though. He's only got 30 shots in that box left. He's going to go around and flank Broken. 9. Gonna quickly do a reload. Is Cake, you're gonna hear it. And Cake here tops him down. As I said, though, Olaf getting 10. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. All right, now what is remaining here is how well can X-Ray do? Let's take a look at them. Salty's still only on 3. Rakor hasn't gotten any. Mirror hasn't gotten any. And Slav hasn't gotten any. And Blue 4 is now turning around to engage. I think Rancor might have just gotten one, though. Great pickup. Now he's closing the distance with that AS Val, and he's going to start being effective here. Tackleberry quickly seeing if he can try to medic. But, I mean, this main attack group has been knocked down pretty hard. So it's just going to be up to Scandy to fight against 1RW here and whatever remains of this remaining group, because people like Hadav and Olaf were able to get literally a squad wipe between the two of them alone. So who do we have here? We have some of the best players back here between Scandy Recon. You've got Falcon. Is Bay still alive? A lot of 1RW. They are starting to take some casualties here as they're trying to fight Scandy as they pull back with the rest of their forces here. Not sure if they'll be able to get Malin. Inder has a single-shot disposable AT piece there. Otherwise, looking at the rest of the force, Lennox, Rainman, Khalil. Is that it? No. Drew, Daedalus, Cake Gear, Warkus, Tackle, Lennox, Rainman. Yeah, so I think almost all Pepega Pirate members are dead. If not all of them. At least the ones I recognize, except for Cake Gear. I don't see Bay, which means Olaf, I think, got Bay in that exchange as well. So we could still see an upset. There's 20 minutes remaining. This isn't going to go to time. Blue 4 has too many forces in here as is. Tackle catches Raincore out of position, takes him out. We still have a few Green 4 guys again on the rear that can push in. Salty, who has also gotten a 4th kill with that sniper. Every kill is going to matter at this point. So if these 3 can do a little more damage here, and at least keep these guys pinned in this town, that's going to give Scandy over here more time to fortify these areas, but 1RW does outnumber them a little bit. Not too much, though. So this fight right here could make all the difference if Scandy's able to hold against that, which, I mean, they're going to be defending, so we'll probably see them play it out very closely. What? Oh my god. That was beautiful. So grenades in FNF are really nerfed. It's very, very rare to see a grenade actually kill someone. And as I'm saying, yep, these two are going to have to do really well here. They get annihilated. So, yeah. Now you got Korvac, the 2 I see here, might get into a position to flank. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry to say. I totally caster cursed at them, but that was funny. All right, so explosives being thrown. At least it's keeping a few Blue 4 guys up there pinned. Korvac might try to flank Delta 2 on his own. We need to see the rest of Green 4 go positive in their KDs here, because we are literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 versus, I want to count how many people are in this Vic. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. 13 versus 23. That is a 10-man difference. And Yanni has a dismounted Vic right next to him, and I think he heard it. He's climbing around, but he's immediately taking flank. Yanni's screwed. Yanni's screwed. Because he's going to go back here, potentially bandage. He starts throwing grenades over. Because he doesn't know where that Vic's dismounting. These guys quickly pull back, realizing they're under grenade fire. Oh, Korvac gets a grenade right on top of him. See, and it does nothing. Another grenade, again, does nothing. Korvac taking out 2 of them. Tries to catch Holton in the reload, isn't able to. Goes for the handgun. And unable to, because those 2 grenades should have shredded those dudes, but whatever. They fail their wake-up checks. First game. Out of 3 tonight. Now you got Yanni over here. He is on a kill himself. Not sure if that was part of this group over here. Now you got Salty, who's on 5 kills now, trying to find more people to snipe. He could grab this truck and move in, because these are the last guys pulling out. Just does he have the intuition to do that. And then you got Nafs onto himself, doing his best to utilize this machine gun bunker, and he's dead. Okay, he's knocked out, but yeah, great. All right, I just need to stop talking about individuals, because I am caster cursing the hell out of them. Whoops. Yanni's just crawling around over here. Thankfully, for Korvac's actions, he was able to stop this, but I think these 2 are going to be brought back alive and at full health because they have a medic on him. Yanni, he is an explosive specialist, though, so I wonder if he has a throwable satchel, but I think Blue 4 is going to remount here. Falcon running to the other sector. Yep, there it goes. So Yanni, he could track that Humvee a bit. As I predicted, Salty's going to get in the truck and follow through. Yep. That's what I would do in his shoes. Talk about Blue 4, please. All right, well, we got Daedalus here. I'm not sure if he's the same Daedalus that plays in OFCRA, but I mean, from what I've seen of him in CQC, he's been quite good, so it might be. Khalil has stolen an enemy PKP. Not a bad choice. Still got a lot of dudes with I-27s here, the full auto M4. I don't know why we just saw someone shoot over here. I think that was Holton double tapping. He's still crippled, though. So this group's going to be out of action for a little bit. And then you just still have that truck driving behind. This could be game-changing because Salty's started getting more and more aggressive, and now that he's on his own, he's just going to be following the players here. So he's going to end up running right on top of this group. They are smoked, though. And then we have Charlie, too, coming around on the flank as well. It's just the question is, is Green 4 going to have enough people to basically cover these multiple different small groups that are forming to take them all out? I don't think Salty... Oh, does he see that? Here's the issue. He doesn't realize that this smoke grenade... Oh, this is going to be awkward. Did you just see him? Through the smoke? No, he hears that vehicle. Oh, God, Salty. Salty. Salty, please. That's like an entire team. Headshot. No way. No way. Are they... Guys. Guys. No. What? Fonz. Fonz. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me with this shit? What? There's Khalil. Please, please finish him off. Oh my God. Bonds. I can't believe he got away with that. I refuse to believe he got away with that. What? How deaf do you have to be to... That, I think, just turned the game around. 4 free kills. And he's still alive. Not hit at all. And now he's free to do that again if he runs into another group of blue 4. Like, what the actual fuck? Go Salty. Like, damn. We just saw blue 4 have one guy get knocked out here. So now Scandy, with that group gone, might have enough room to turn around and engage everything on different angles. I can't believe that just happened. Like, I'm genuinely confused about that one. Korvac, you damaged a different group. This wasn't even the group of wounded you did. This was a completely separate group, which is why I'm so freaking confused about it. They literally just let that happen. So now we're seeing a unified push here. The question is, can Salty get into an angle and counter some additional forces here? He has a long-range scope, so he should be able to PID units properly. I do appreciate this attack here, though. This is going to draw attention away, and now I think this group's going to be able to overpower these remaining guys. We got... Oh, buddy, please. If this was a time for you to be a god, this is it. Grenade's being thrown over. He throws one of his own. Goes a little far. Still hits Nuzzy. There's Falcon on 1. Ducks the reload. Immediately returns fire, gets hit once. Takes him out. Falcon then comes around, follows through. That's the first wave gone. You got Finn and Whiplash here. I think Whiplash bit the bullet. No, he ran back. All right. We need to keep seeing those positive KDs. Will Salty get over 10 kills? He might be able to pick Khalil off and finish that group of 5, but this is where the main fight is right now. And I think Green 4 is going to hold this because of the massive mini KDs we saw for the individual players in the top part. The sniper pulled through. I mean, a lot of people went with really high KDs here. Salty got it. He's going to be at 10 then. And he could still find that Mazcaz back there and deliver more. And that's what scares me. I mean, Olaf was at 10. Salty's now at 10. Oh, but he's taking friendly fire. No! No! Naps, you bastard! I have to wipe the spit from my monitor now. Grenade going into the compound. Falcon firing at the Mazcaz over there. Immediately ducks because he starts taking headshots. Pierce gonna time a grenade on him. Throws it a little far. Does still get some damage on Falcon, though. Falcon and Pierce. Falcon doing the good old bob and weave trick. Oh, but Pierce has a GL. Falcon opts the close distance. Tries to pre-fire that corner. Falcon's keeping Pierce guessing. And he keeps him guessing in that and gets the flank on him. Some people question why I follow Falcon so much and why I cheer him on. Because this is the shit he pulls on the daily. Because this is how he thinks in the one-on-one scenario. He will find a way to outflank you, and if you cannot keep up, you are a dead man. There's kill number 4. At least it should have been. No, it still says 3. Weird. Suppresses Rain Man. But you got Salty coming around, looking for more. And again, no one can hear Salty's sniper rifle. It's, I don't know. I think Salty got that one too. He's on 12. He's acquiring more. There's Tarnfolk. 13. And Yanni's back. Did Falcon get killed by Potato? I think Falcon finally got flanked and eliminated by Potato there as we were watching Salty, but now it's Green 4 have won. 7 minutes on the clock. Green 4 outnumber the remaining Blue 4 players. Blue 4 have pushed Green 4 back to their last position, but I think this is over. I can't believe what I've seen today. At round 1. Salty's friendly wiggling. Yanni starts shooting, which tells Salty there's more stuff up here. Salty, I think, spots a target. Gets him in the chest. Knocks him out. I can't believe it, man. This is why using X-Ray as a CQC group or a mid-range group to hunt down the enemy is such a good strategy when you have a sniper that can make this level. He just killed another one, didn't he? If he goes up and double taps Suzuki, he'll be at 15. But that's why that sniper is so freaking important. When he's used effectively. I can't believe that just happened. All right, let's play our first intermission. That was round 1. I'm going to go ahead and get out of the TFAR channel. And up to my casting couch, disable my plugin, and start setting up the commands for round 2. All right. Green Neko, I don't check Discord if you sent them that way. I only take them in TeamSpeak because my Discord DMs are filled with a lot of other stuff. So if you sent it that way, which sometimes people do, that's probably why I don't have it. Feel free to send it to me through TeamSpeak right now, though. I'll add it. All right, next map is going to be Viralati. And this is round 2, where... Hold on. Salty, you are proving why it is important to cover 6. Oh, man, yeah, because no one reacted to that sniper, like, immediately behind him. Oh. That was beautiful. Sniper wasn't close. That was a beautiful round. That was a beautiful round. It looked like Blue 4 had it. I made an early prediction to say, yeah, I think Blue 4's got it. But then, I mean, Olaf, Hadav, and Salty. Yeah, I'm going to write that. Crazy. Crazy how 3 people can turn it around, because that was literally just 3 players killing such a high amount of dudes. But let's write this next command down. So Blue 4 is attacking 3 cache sites. All right. Blue 4 is attacking 3 op 4. 3 op 4 objectives. Blue 4. Wait. I guess the statics are going to be crew served weapons then. Because Blue 4 has... That's interesting. Alright, we'll see how that works. Has a 10% numbers advantage. 2 M2 statics. 2 M2 40 statics. And a transport, while Op 4 has 2 PKT Vodniks. Alright, we'll see how that goes. There's Green Necko's thing. Add to the multi. And that is now live on said multi. Alright. Go Fire, who are you? As Potato? You were one of the guys on Blue 4, right, towards the end? I mean, it was okay. It's just, it was a little funny that Blue 4 did not PID the sniper on their rear until it was way too late. I think you guys did all right, but, I mean... You, I think, would have won that, but then Salty was able to get, like, an additional... Like, how many was it at the end? It was another, like, 10 kills out of the 23 that were still there. So he pretty much, like, just turned the game around. Because Falcon died, there still would have been another 10 guys north, and then it would have been a really close fight for the final area. And it would have come down to, I think, like 3 or 4 people still alive on either side. So if Salty was eliminated early on, like, he should have only been able to get 1 kill there, and then Blue 4 should have immediately turned around and mowed him down. Maybe Salty got another, so those 8 remaining dudes should have then been able to push into those final 2 areas, because Green 4 was folded in back to their last area. Maybe Yanni would have gotten explosive off, but I doubt it, because Blue 4 was being very aggressive. And then that fight for the final sector would have been just the finale piece for it, you know? But hot damn, give me 1 second. I'll be right back in a minute. All right. So I guess Dream is playing because I saw him in the server, but he was asking, I think, Papega if they had more slots. Whew. Most based FNF mission balancing. We'll see how that goes. I think you can use statics effectively as crew served weapons as the attackers, but only for, like, overwatching elements. If you need to aggressively push forward, then they're kind of useless, but if you are, you know, having half of your force set a base of fire, and then the other half aggressively push in, then you can do quite well. We'll just have to see how it goes. What the hell, boo? Bloodwing's spamming me random McDonald's memes because she wants McDonald's. Ay, ay, ay. Like, I could literally make her anything from McDonald's, but, she's spelling it out now. Good God. Alright, well, we're waiting on round 2. I mean, in my opinion, that was a great round 1 to start with. How many highlights did I write down? 4, so, yeah, definitely not bad. But I've got 128 videos on the front logged on that channel, which means it's 64 days worth of content, which is just over 2 months that I have front logged. That's going to get lowered by possibly 30 to 40 because of the 2 Fridays I'm going to eventually take off over the next 3 weeks, but it'll probably bounce right back up by the by the end of summer. Good God. Otherwise, how is everyone's Friday? Again, we've got rounds 2 and 3 to cover for the EU branch. I'm then going to be taking a break to set up the PvP event at 11:30, which actually it's not really a PvP event. It's still technically a PvE, but you can maliciously trigger traps to kill each other, which is going to be quite funny. But I have to set up for the DayZ event tonight, and then we'll be covering rounds 1 and 2 of the NA branch, and then we'll be doing that event. Barbarian, I think, is on vacation, so we're not going to see him for 2 or 3 weeks, give or take. But we'll see how things go. Now, I wonder what they're waiting on here. Well, I see that Schultz going to be commanding blue 4. Mountain's going to be commanding op 4. Do we pay the prediction out yet? Judging from the fact that I don't have anyone yelling at me that it hasn't been paid out, I'm assuming we did. Yep, alright, cool. Here, we're going to do this a bit early. Round 2, blue 4 is attacking, op 4 is going to be defending. And I'm going to set it to 20 minutes just so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, Mountain is going to be leading op 4, Kiri as the 2IC, Falcon as the platoon medic, blue 4 going to be led by Chult. Otherwise going for since I can do this now, Vagrant leading X-Ray, Soul as the medic, Lolo as the sniper, Galil as the spotter, Sismo and Sam as the suppressed shooters, K9 leading Alpha HQ with Lucas and Olivia as the oh, they added weapon crew to it, too, so they're probably going to take the... No, they're op 4, so they would take one of the 2 Vodniks. Newton leading Alpha 1 with Ant, Raposo, Robert Wheatgood, Blast, Khalil, and Rufus under him. Salty leading Alpha 2 with Lusod, Rancor, Revolk, Aim at the Stars, Mirror, and Andre under him. Azariah leading Bravo HQ. Bravo 1 be led by Yanni with Hyander, Pertin, Whiplash, Nimia, Cindy, and Nem under him. Nafs leading Bravo 2 with Cullis, Kazul, Flying Finn, Malin, Katz, and Dobbs under him. Shy leading Charlie HQ with Revanche leading Charlie 1 with Mutant Reapers, Meldon, Olaf, Korvac, and Otto Visky under him. Banks leading Charlie 2 with Ash Fist, Tackleberry, Wheaton, and Arcor under him. Tender Banyard leading Delta HQ. Delta 1 being led by Warkus with Terras, Audrey, Dooley, Daedalus, and crew under him, and then no one on Delta 2. Looking at Blue 4, Chult commanding, Patriot as the 2 IC, Skipu taking recon lead, Adamek as the medic, Settler taking the sniper, Kuwait taking the spotter, Kratz being one of the suppressed shooters, no other suppressed shooter there. Interesting. Holton taking Alpha squad lead, and we'll break down the rest when we get pushed in. I kind of like that system, though, the break down the roster early. I might continue that going forward. Let me go ahead and check TeamSpeak because people are poking me with stuff. Yep, alright, so I have to kill the prediction real quick. because the thing is scuffed. 1 second. And then I have to change the command, because apparently Op 4 is attacking, and Blue 4 is defending. Despite what that says. So give me 1 moment. Okay. I had a feeling that that was going to be scuffed, but, you know, it's FNF. You never know what's going to happen. So, yep, there's Blue 4 defending, Op 4 attacking with those 2 statics. We get to see the map here. They're going to be going for 2 radar dishes.
Send
okay,
in
1
Team
second.
6 now.
That makes a little more sense. Rossi, thanks for the 22-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Now, as soon as we jump in, I will finish doing the roster breakdown since we were in the middle of that. And let me also turn my TFAR plugin back on because I'm still solo casting, and it's fun to listen to them. All right, so back on the roster here, we were down to Blue 4. Scrolling up to that, going to third person, toggling back to free cam. So we were up to Holton commanding Alpha HQ, Skip leading Alpha 1 with Haruto, K, Spike ERP, Navy, Potato, and Azuki. Norris leading Bravo HQ with Lurps leading Bravo 1 with Tootie Rot, Hanu, Zaki, Rainman, Lennox, and Oddball. Bravo 2 being led by Bates with Iqbal, Timex, Sayak, Despo, and Washed. Charlie HQ being led by Armor Jesus. Charlie 1 being led by Saren with Flux, Maz, Michael, Novix, Bant, and Guy Fieri. Charlie 2 being led by Dream. There he is. With Gekir, Kubas, Broken, and King under him. Pierce leading Delta HQ. He's going to merge Deltas all together into one squad in a second. But Delta 1 being led by Thompson with Fonz, Nolik, and Gur. Delta 2 with Dusty, Bert, Dead, Azus, and Wayne all together as well. Now, let's go over the mission breakdown here. Mission made by Banks. Background is as follows. November 2030, after a failed attack on a communications array and the escalation of a wider conflict in Georgia, Russia is preparing to infiltrate neighboring countries aligned to NATO, by stationing troops behind enemy lines. In Finland, Russian VDV soldiers, Op 4, are unable to fly over Finnish airspace to their planned positions due to the presence of 2 mobile radar systems operated by a platoon of Belgian infantry. To progress, the Russians must make a daring raid on the radar stations and leave no survivors. The Belgians must protect them at all costs and render the Russian assault on Finland unviable. Notes, the mission contains destroy objectives that are out in the open, but have a larger search area. Both teams must compensate accordingly. The radars cannot practically be destroyed by small arms fire, therefore Blue 4's combat engineers and missile specialists are of crucial importance to the success of the mission. I think that's supposed to say Op 4. Because Op 4 are the ones that can blow it up, because I think they screwed the sides up. That's okay. So, 2 radar objectives there. Mission variable, 800 meters of render distance. Build points are 150. That's 25 above the standard 125 you see. Standard 50-minute round with 50-minute safe start. Both sides have 2 rounds of AT per medium anti-tank weapon. Uniform for Blue 4 is going to be Belgian forces. Loadout's going to be F-2000s. Browning high power is the secondary mini-me or an FN mag, basically your 249, 240 Bravo combo, respectively. Light anti-tank is going to be your M72 Law. Sniper is going to get the... Ooh, sorry. Okay, let me continue. Sniper is going to get the M24. And the suppressed shooters get a choice of Mark 14 or a P90. I love the P90. Crew and Aviation also get a choice of a P90 or an F2000 Tactical. Nothing on crew served weapons. Assets-wise, they get 1 Land Rover, 2 M2 statics with shields. They might also be the scope version, we'll see in a second, and then 2 M240 statics as well. Op 4 are going to be your VDV airborne forces. That's why it says airborne EBR right there. Loadout's going to be AK-74s and AKS-74s respectively. RPK-74 and the PKP for the support weapons. RPG-26 for the light anti-tank. The sniper gets a choice of, well, actually no, just AT-5000. Suppressed shooters get a choice of either 45-round AKS that is suppressed, again, 45-round RPK mags for it, or 20 rounds of an AS Val. Crew and Aviation get either the PB2000 or an AKS. Nothing on crew serve weapons for them. They get 6 transport VODNICs, 1 UAZ, 1 open UAZ, and then 2 PKT VODNICs with 2 PKTs, 1 facing forward, 1 facing rear. Personally, I think that's a death trap because it keeps your entire upper body exposed and easy to get picked off by rifle fire. But otherwise, that is that. Looking over at the rest of the roster here, I know Op 4's marksman rifle, because it's never mentioned, is going to be... Oh god, what's the button to make the symbols appear? There we go. So,
This one right here.
because I hate Zeusing showing without them. But anyway, what I want to see is what Blue 4's marksman rifle is. It might just be an F2000 with a marksman scope, but sometimes it's a different weapon. So if I were to go through Alpha 1 real quick, no, it's gonna be a Scar L with an ACOG on it.
I know where they are.
Interesting. So 7.62 20-round battle rifle essentially with a longer barrel. Or is it the Scar H? God, the one letter is 5.56, the other is 7.62 by 51, and it's L and H, and I always get them confused. Liru saw P90 and got all hot and bothered. Damn freaking right, I love that gun. I've rediscovered it in Arma 3 recently, and now I can't take my grubby little paws off of it. It's amazing. All right, we already broke down the roster and finished it up early on. Let's go ahead and look at our sectors. So with these being in the open, it's really, really easy for Op 4 to get AT shots on them. So Blue 4 have to really space out their defensive lines to keep them covered. So we have one right here, and then the other one is somewhere in here. I mean, honestly, from above we can spot them. But it's pretty well tucked away right here, and then there's some pretty nice tree cover around it, so it can't be picked off. So I'd imagine with those extra build points, Blue 4 is going to build a more spaced-out defense line. But looking at the AOs overall, to the north you got this big open area. To the southeast you got these big open areas, but then all the way from south to northwest you have all of this forested line to cover. You do have some open gaps here on occasion to use, but it's not a lot. Meanwhile, Op 4, their spawn point's on the southwestern side of the map, so they're more than likely going to come from this forested direction. You see them spawned in the distance over there. So, I'm going to be honest, just an Op 4 battle line. This is going to be a quick round. I feel like this is going to be a quick round. Op 4 is going to do a lot of initial maneuvering. Blue 4 has no room to do any sort of counterattacks unless they load up a squad into this Vic and get lucky, but based off of who's already going in here, I feel like this is going to be used by X-Ray, and they're going to be put off to the side somewhere. But there's not really any good place to do any immediate counterattacking, but let me see if I can find Op 4 command. Let's listen in on their plans.
I'm right here, sorry. I'm here.
You get what I'm doing there from the map. You're going to deploy there, and then from there you're just going to... You can find the positions you need to and pull covering fire for Bravo and Charlie as they push up into the first
Basically, get to the alpha mark and just fucking spray into...
Lone, are you for real? Because if that's the case, that's really easy to remember, and I feel really stupid for not knowing that for 10 years.
I want you to be quiet about it.
Quiet, sneaky, and spraying and stuff, yeah. Okay, cool.
Right,
so they're going to try sneaking some groups in.
Okay, Charlie, where are we?
What?
I'm just walking. Why am I still walking?
This is fucking strange, man.
It hurts me even more to think she's not even real, and she's my age as well. That's also what got my attention to her originally.
Bruh.
Dude, she's fucking 20. I'm also 20. I was like, you fucking serious? What is this? Yes, I'm 20. Before you say what?
Yeah, no, I would have guessed about that.
But no.
Fuck, Falcon's younger than me.
It's oh my god. You have to understand her past. You know, she was a basic kid. She had trouble fitting in with everybody. Exact same motto that I had.
Are you trying to? Is it the parallel? Is it that?
It's literally.
Hold up.
life, besides being born, because you know that's a whole different story. But her life is pretty much carbon copy to mine, except, you know, I don't have powers. I wish I did. I would if I could fly anytime I wanted to.
Hey,
I would do it.
maybe your power is that you're Falcon or whatever your real name is.
There's
I don't know
Pokemon
what
saying
your real
carbon
name is.
copy,
No, my
eh?
real
That is
name
your
will be a
power.
mystery. My real name will be a mystery to everybody. And
Yeah,
you want to know
so am
something
I.
funny? You want to know something funny? Do you know
Yeah.
Valkyrie's jetpack from Apex?
No, I don't play Apex.
He's talking about a fucking video game character. I should have known. All right. Well, I was hoping for something to use against him in a court of law, but okay.
I will be running with
Well,
going north
that's
with him,
disappointing.
because that's where I'm least likely to die immediately.
Oh wow.
So from
I
Bravo
do
just
have
now,
faith
where are
in
you moving,
I
mate?
just don't want
Destroy
to
your
get
line in
shot
like
by X-ray when
yellow
they
or some
pull
shit.
up behind us.
Yellow?
That's what X-ray does.
I was about to be proud of Falcon. Now I'm not.
All right.
Shit, how do you
Is
draw again?
everyone clear?
Why do you
Fire
keep
up.
sending me a bunch of McDonald's stuff? You're not getting McDonald's. We have so many leftovers. Eat some of the wonton soup. Eat some of the freaking chicken pulled pork.
Right there?
Or chicken barbecue. Pulled
Yeah,
chicken
well,
barbecue.
basically, if you guys
Don't get McDonald's, woman.
They'll be low KP3.
Literally. If you want, I can make you pork patties in like an hour. You're an adult. You can do whatever you want. Stop trying to get my approval for it so you'll feel less bad about it.
Wait, what did you say? Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I went there.
Sign on the northern side of the sector. Oh, northern side?
You're an adult.
Like above you guys? Yeah. Okay.
You're not gonna feed me chicken nuggies while I stream. You're not gonna feed me fries while I stream.
No, we'll just drive across. Don't worry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I'll mark what I'm doing. All right. Try not to get yourself.
No, you're not getting McDonald's. Shut up. We're streaming. I can just make myself an Oreo McFlurry. We have ice cream and Oreos. If you don't stop, I'm gonna give you something big and thick.
One that can fit us all.
Oh, whoa.
At least take two.
What do you mean, all right?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You're not whoring yourself out for McDonald's.
Done it for molten lava cake.
That's different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we'll look for you.
Mark changes.
Yes. I don't want anything, boo. No. 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 I prefer the leftovers we have because if we don't go through them and make the stuff that's fresh, we're going to run out. They're going to spoil. No, we won't. Because you keep ordering fast food. Love how there was a chat icon on that, Go get it then! For yourself! I don't want anything. No! You're an adult! You can get what you want! I'm gonna guilt you for it! Because we have all this other food!
Hey, I made it. You look handsome, man.
So ugly.
Did Beth get in here?
I have an
Alright, good.
Yeah,
come me.
Oh, what's that?
Okay. Go make yourself a pulled chicken sandwich upstairs. We have plenty of pulled chicken. We still have 5 buns. Then just Google a copycat recipe. We have all the ingredients. Oh, Falcon's poking me that he hates me, by the way, which I love. Awesome. What are you begging for?
The one girlfriend that doesn't fail never.
I like making food.
And I appreciate that.
I'm like a penguin when they give you the rock, and it's just like here, but it's the chicken nuggets.
Honey.
It's a sign that I want to find.
Goodbye, my friend. Be careful.
It's a sign of affection.
I'm pinching the bridge of my nose, and I'm looking down with my eyes closed in disgust. Honey, you do whatever you
Why
want.
won't you accept my rock?
¿En qué camión estáis?
Why won't you accept my penguin love?
You're an adult.
Yes.
You can go get whatever you want. I don't want chicken nuggies.
But I want to get you chicken nuggies.
I appreciate that, Boo, alright? Okay, because someone was sending me shit and I'm trying to go through all my Discord DMs and this guy just sent me like 20 freaking random images of porn, yes. Okay, I was gonna text you something, okay? 1 second. He's playing. Yeah, I'm fine. I already have him. Yeah, okay.
So, we're fucked.
Thank you, Boo. Now I have to get back to work, okay? Alright. Okay, have fun. Thank you.
Be a slow ass motherfucker.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. I love you. Okay. I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, Boo, but I think I'm a little too horny for a co-host right now.
Just the right amount of horny for a co-host, if you ask me.
Honey?
What do you think?
Honey. Honey. Okay. Well, the round started. And you don't have to put your hand there. Okay. Honey, please. Honey, go to horny jail. Get the hammers out. Give the bonds. Hey. Hey. Okay. I see how it is. You can't do that. You can't literally do that and then say I fucking hate you so
Love you too.
much.
You are the light of my life.
Yep.
You are a chicken nugget to
Well,
my
I'm gonna
sauce.
quickly mute the team speak because there's no point in listening locally other than reading that Falcon's angrily spamming me because we were listening to what he was saying before the round. But otherwise, Op4 moving up the MSR here. He would, but he's on vacation for the next 2 days.
Oh, so he's inserting himself into another
Or 2 weeks.
Okay.
You're giving him too much credit.
Huh? You're taking it as an innuendo. I'm just thinking he's causing shit.
Well, no offense, but when you're doing that, it's hard to take anything outside of being an innuendo woman. It's hard. Shut up. You
Am I an issue for you?
created an issue, that's for sure.
Oh, I'm just the biggest issue.
Second biggest right now. Anyway. All right, Op4 is going for it. Yeah, get out of here. Or don't. I don't. God damn it, woman. Yes, you are. Do I stream or do I take her up on her invitation? God damn it. Love you, honey. Op4 is doing a massive encirclement here. Looks like they're going to be focusing primarily on the left flank. Blue 4, meanwhile, have pulled up a group on the northern side. Let's see, I believe that's going to be X-Ray. Yep. So they're trying to have X-Ray cover a different angle. They've got one squad that's already pushed out rather far, and they're just having Blue 4 set up defensive areas outside on the edges of one of the sectors. The other one, they have Chult right on top of. Nope, he's in a random house across from the other objective they're defending in this 2-objective area. Op4 getting the rest of their vehicles up on the northern side. I think these are the PKT ones because they have that special symbolism, plus you see the guns in the back. So we briefly saw those for a second, and they're still coming around. I know I'm going to stream. I am staying and being strong, but my God, okay, when... Sometimes things happen where I think that would only be appropriate if we were streaming on a more inappropriate site, but I digress. Let me lower my render distance because it was getting a little framey right there, but I believe it's going to be... Ooh, we might see an opening ambush here. No horny. Hey, I can't help it if... Okay, you know what? No. Let's just focus on PvP. Let's focus on PvP. So Op4 diverting around to the north, following where this other Vic went. X-Ray has gone past. If they were in their previous spot, they might be able to catch this force going around, but that's going to bypass this one ambush and catch them out of position, which means Op4 is going to be attacking from two separate angles and have X-Ray and an entire squad behind them. And then we have this group also out here, so as I said earlier, this could potentially be a quick round. It was looking like it's going to be a quick round, but if Op4 is able to get their foot in the door right here and break through these defenses quite quickly, yeah, no, it's going to be a pretty quick freaking round. So yeah, no, I think they're going to completely come around, but that means they're going to be attacking from this open area over here, but that's going to completely bypass Blue 4's defenses here. Bloodwind was also focusing on PvP. Well, when you put it like that, yes. Yes, she was. Oh my God. Look, there are a lot of advantages to streaming with a camera on, okay? You get to show off your own personality through, you know, facial gestures, hand gestures. You get to be a lot more direct with your viewers. But if you don't stream with a camera, I don't break any Twitch TOS rules anyway. Oh my God. I hate it when she does that, but I love it when she does that. Why do women do that? Not even women. Why do significant others do that to people? Anyway, Op4 is just spending a lot of time getting their maneuvering in. I think this force is going to be the group that challenges the defense lines. That's going to pull everything to engage it, and then this force can potentially come around the rear and snipe the objectives. That's what I'm predicting is going to happen here. And there's not really a way for Blue 4 to counter it because they're too stretched thin and they have too many forces outside of the AO because they're trying to be aggressive in their defense. But Op4 has just been able to sneak forces around their lines purely by luck, to be perfectly honest, because X-Ray pulled out at the wrong time. This group wasn't moving up there fast enough, but I think they had a blocking position here. But if they were at that position, they might have seen these VODniks turn. Unlikely, but they might have heard them because there's that little hill in the way. Your desk can hide Bloodwind. I mean, there was an F&F round a while ago where I went AFK a few times and let Barb cover most of it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But regardless, now it's just a lot of maneuvering. This group might come into visual contact with this Blue 4 group. They are looking south. They might have already identified. Nope. They are looking in that direction, though, so Blue 4 might be able to spot this over here. Meaning to F&F bonk for good measure. Aren't you glad we have that emote? A quick round and you could get the best of both worlds. She already left for McDonald's, but Darth, you might be right. How long do those ads last? 3 minutes? Oh, man. My quickies don't last 3 minutes, though. They take longer. God damn it. All right, I can't win. I can't win. Op4... Did Mutant... Mutant, yeah, he picked someone off with the RPK with Iron, the red dot there. Who'd he kill? Fonz. Oh, wow, no, Nolik's body was perfectly covering him. But that's going to start pulling attention into this area. What is this? No, they're going for a late dismount, but that's going to leave a lot of open area here. That's going to give Blue 4 time to envelop their forces on this position and potentially defeat Op 4 on details. So this is going to be a longer round then. But Op 4 with a slight hill here. A little bit of an ambush on Blue 4. Already popping smoke grenades too? No, they're smoking and advancing. So we're seeing some suppression up here. Roar! Roar, I'm not a turtle, okay? I'm not a turtle. You have no proof. No proof at all. But thank you for the 10-1 resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. Yeah, Fardoni, you got a 2-month ban, but that got overturned the day after. So don't worry about it. Alright, Blue 4 still hasn't taken a single casualty in this fight. Meanwhile, or excuse me, Op 4 hasn't. Blue 4 still only taking 1. But this attack's going to be rather indecisive. Blue 4, now knowing that that group's engaged and they're going to maneuver this group around, that might catch this group early. But if these groups aren't able to engage this line, that means when these Op 4 forces start moving around, Blue 4 could reposition and catch these guys in the open. But we also need to see where X-Ray goes. So now we just have to wait and see this. But it looks like this group is going to proceed on. And this is a pretty loose defense line. A full squad here could make some pretty nasty leeway. Especially considering the objectives are in the open. So we'll just have to see. Excuse me. I feel like some of Op 4's positioning, though, like the really far out areas where they're going to have to cross the open, it's really risky. I feel like X-Ray would have been a good choice to have them get set up to see, or at least watch these openings go through, but it's a tough call either way there. So, meanwhile, this Blue 4 squad, they've pulled back from that position. They are now going to move around. This is 1RW trying to do a squad-level maneuver. We do have a single Op 4 guy over here, Meldon. I think he got lost. But then again, it's impossible to get lost in FNF because if you open your map, you see every friendly force in relative position of your own. Or I guess every friendly unit and their direction. And then if they're a different color than the standard color, which I believe is like a dark orange or something, that means they're unconscious. And if they're not there, it means they're dead. Or it's just they're not there. Sounds like something a turtle would say. Broer, you have no proof. It's a state of the fact. I could say anything turtle-related, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Jellyfish are tasty, but regardless. We still have Op 4 trying to close groups around. I could see them enveloping here. The one advantage with this type of strategy is, again, if you're able to distract forces or if some forces are out of position, you can sneak forces in and start hunting those objectives. Meldon trying to get some pot shots off here. He was able to get one. But I think we're just going to have these guys coming on the rear. This group is the one I'm a little worried about because they're up all on this hill on their own, but there's nothing to shoot at here, so they could literally just drive right in. But the question is, are they going to do something like that? Yeah, these trees are just in the way. There's a few that do let them see all the way out there, but I don't think it's enough to go by. And then you have this group still trying to go around here as Op 4 have pretty much now committed to hunting down this Delta group. You still got Meldon right here. Just got kill number 2. He's now flanking around. Is Falcon Solo pushing MMG yet? No. He's been a lot more defensive this week because he got a stern talking to last week. I actually don't know where Falcon is right now. He's in the group back there on Op 4, so he's being a bit more uniform. Instead, opting to when the combat starts, he'll probably, you know, do his magic. But his Blue 4 group taking a few more casualties here. And Op 4 still on no KIA. Someone checks their map, yeah, right? Alright, one shot has gone down. We're hearing some more fire here as Op4 starts engaging the Blue 4 garrisons from a long range. This could pull Alpha to engage this group on the rear, but the whole point of this is a distraction force so that this group and this group can then come on the rear of the objective. The first one to eliminate is right there. Second one is somewhere in the open around here. Hey, Extreme Gamer, thanks for the 8-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But I feel like Blue 4 just has too much out of position to mount a proper defense. I could see this group maybe getting behind this group and eliminating them, but again, these guys are just making noise here. Because look, they're immediately pulling away, so I think they're just to make everyone pull over and look for that Op4 attack, and that's going to buy time for these Op4 guys to move in on foot, interestingly enough. But yeah, no one's going to be looking out in that sector. I think that's where the issue is going to lie.
Team 6 now.
Americam, thank you so much for the Switch Prime stuff. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Ash just doing a wide suppression here. I think Meldon got taken out because I don't see him up there anymore. Went 2-1 though, not bad. Got a little lost, to say the least. Well, so Ronnie, I would agree with you, but there's no Blue 4 to watch the open fields for Op4 to cover, so I think Op4 is going to get right behind this group. You got X-Ray coming in as well. As soon as that one goes down, though, Blue 4 is going to turn around, which means there's openings for these Op4 groups to then fold in, but they're being distracted by other Blue 4 forces. This group doesn't realize that they're about to be engaged by some 1RW guys up here. But we'll just have to see. I think 1RW might get a really good engagement here because the Op4 groups are divided into two teams. And again, you're just having some really long-range fighting here. They're not shooting to kill, they're just shooting to harass this side. But as we say that, X-Ray has been spotted and someone just got sniped. But the squad leader for X-Ray there is down. I'd imagine that was their sniper getting that kill, which was Lolo, yep. Lolo up there, Galil spotting. He's trying to pick up the guys up in that barn. So Lolo, I'd say, is probably one of the better snipers around. But Salty last round, I'd love to see him do it again, but that was a pure fluke in my opinion. But if he does it again, good for him. Holton with that P90. God, it's such a nice gun. So Blue 4, wow, actually, holy crap, wait. How many of you just died? You just had a full squad here, and now most of you are wiped. They're at a 66% casualties. Now above 66, because they're down to 2. So Scandi immediately turned around and wiped this group. Spikey's down. Now it's just up to Navy, who's the marksman. What the hell? Naps ducks that marksman shot. Wow. I mean, that's Scandi for you, though. Naps on 3 kills alone right here. Spikey wakes back up. Immediately tries returning fire. Gets caught in the open, and literally like 4 different people started shooting at her. Oh, that's brutal. And now you're having Op4's first group in Delta getting in, and the rest of these guys getting in, and Blue 4 still completely turned around. 17 minutes into the round. I think the first objective is going to go down within the next 3, to be honest. And Navy has no choice here for maneuvering and is completely pinned. And you got some Op4 now coming around to cut him off. Yeah, the Finnish players in their natural habitat of Viralati is meant to mimic Finland. I mean, no surprise there, right? Now you're seeing that Scandi aggression. Navy folds out. And gets headshotted by Naps. So Naps on 4 kills. But that is that entire Alpha group eliminated. Jesus here finds Banks, sprays him down with that 240 Bravo. Which I think that's, no, it's an FN Mag. So he's on 2 kills here. Does he spot Fist? No, he's going to ride that smoke grenade. Throws a frag out. but gets Hillary Clinton by Wheaton coming along the rear. And Blue 4 still folding back. I think Blue 4 command is dead because that was Cholt back there. And yeah, he dead. There's AT on the first objective. Yep, within those 3 minutes, like I said, literally within the first minute of the 3. And now Blue 4 has to turn around and make this defense line, which is going to give Scandy the opportunity to then engage from Blue 4's new defensive line on the rear. So where is that other objective here? If we were to go first person here and then check the map, it's all the way on the right side. So that's a really tough position because Op4 is within AT range of it. So if they spot it and get AT up there, that's going to be all they need, and they could get this in a few moments. Taurus has that AT. Patriot tries to take him out. Tenderbaner's coming up to this doorway. Shots going overhead. But now we need to see Op4 pretty much pull into the objective now, ignore the rest of the kills, and go for it. Just a question of can they turn that around? That's really actually hard to spot from this angle too, so I'm not sure if Op4 is going to notice it, but I mean, Taurus right up here, he's going to be bandaging for a little bit to heal himself, but he's within 80 meters of the final area. Ooh, but we got Maz coming around to play defensive. What gun does he have? The F2000? All right. 5.56 rifle. He's trying to push onto what is going to end up being a squad of Op4. So he's trying to throw some grenades in the smoke to screw with anyone moving through it. Fires down, unable to land a killing blow on K9. Wounds him at least 4 times there. Arma Jesus also coming around here. Cake here pushing as well. Manages to get one guy with the 240. Maz picks off another. Mirror getting picked off by Arma Jesus. But it was a trade. Maz going aggressive. Gets that one kill. No, he doesn't. Revolt comes around. Switches to his handgun. Maz trying to come around. Ends up going for that same doorway again. Gets the kill. Blue 4 playing a desperate defense right now. It might be enough. We need to see the rest of Op4 come in quick. But they're at least 5 minutes away because they're going to be playing this cautious. Those 5 minutes might be all Blue 4 needs to stop this attack and then turn around and deal with the remaining Op4 guys. So Blue 4 isn't out of the fight yet. But if Taurus is able to somehow bypass this area, find that position in AT, it is all over because it only needs one AT round to destroy it. Trying to find Maz. I think Maz just got killed, actually. No, he's all the way up on the border. He's on the second story. Yeah, he's bandaging right now. Might be listening to their footsteps, though, hearing people come in. Here's Salty, trying to bandage a dead body. And you got Novix firing on the flank of someone over here. Takes out one of the suppressed shooters from X-Ray. I love how Maz's bandages are spawning outside the building, but there's no way anyone would catch that. Salty gets Hillary Clinton. Headshot to the back of the head. I believe Salty committed suicide. Got Andre, though. He's looking up. He's watching the door. Throws a grenade. That grenade is probably going to be a hazard to you more than him. His arm got wounded. Trying to get closer. He gets that grenade in. Maz forced to push out. And Andre gets him. Now here's Scandy coming in. And they're going to be coming in from the south, too. There's only a few Blue 4 guys. Blue 4 doing their best to turn around and engage what's here. They've managed to fight Op4 back by a good 40 meters. King going down, though, to a slew of bullets from multiple shooters. Flanking shots from Mikkel, though, taking one of them out. Blind fire from Weedgood. So got Lolo on the outskirts there with only 2 kills. They're trying to reposition, but I don't know. It's pretty even on the Blue 4 and Op4 front here. Blue 4 a little more spaced around, though, so I think Op4 will eventually get wiped here in time, but Op4, I mean, that other group now within about 200, 250 meters from that one area. Daedalus doing a great job getting a kill there, but him and his battle buddy get knocked out in the little prison building. This could still become a defeat in detail. I mean, Blue 4 is doing great at quickly taking out who they can. You're going to have Michael run up here. He is a member of Pepega, and he is showing that Pepega level of aggression. He ducks left. Unfortunately, there were 2 shooters watching that doorway. Oh, Falcon's dead. He died up there. He might come into the chat and yell at me over listening to him. Arma Jesus trying to get some flanking shots on Andre. Aim at the stars, returning fire. Michael... Yeah, no one else is advancing here, so this is going to continue to be a thorn on Blue 4's side here. And there's only a handful of guys defending, but Op 4, I mean, they could just snipe the objective from right out here. I think this is going to be over in 3 minutes. Because there's just no one here to stop this Op 4 push. So, Falcon, he was, and then he got unbanned the day after, and I'm not going to go into details. Your driver's flatlined? Which driver? Your graphics card driver or your CPU driver? So, Nemesis got spotted in the tree and immediately cut down. Fire's returning onto this building. Sayek gets knocked out. Now we might see Blue 4 scramble to the south here, but now you got this other Op 4 group coming in. I think, yeah, Blue 4 is going to get overwhelmed here. Falcon, I'm sorry, buddy. I couldn't resist. If it was anyone else, I wouldn't have done it, but you, I have to give special treatment. You found something that made you happy and I ruined it. Glad to be of service, buddy. No. No. Did cats do that? I feel like Cats had to have been the one to blow that building up because I refuse to believe Blue 4 blew themselves up because that would be hilarious. Broken woke up, immediately gets cut down by Cats. Cats gets another kill on the left. I think that was Bay with the 249. Yeah. Great job by Cats there. I mean, he's got explosives, so he can take out this other item here. Some flanking fire by Arma Jesus, catching Nafs out of position, but Nafs is able to knock him out. With that stolen Scar from Navy, who was his 4th kill. Cats, explosive, go. I heard AT, and it was fired. Why? Destroy it. Oh, they're trying to mag dump it. They already said, though, in the announcement, small arms fire won't do anything to it. I just saw it change textures, actually, so never mind. Cats, throw. Yep, GG. All right. 26-minute round. Not bad. Blue 4 were actually able to push around and eliminate most of Op 4 here, but when the round ends, people don't take damage anymore. He still doesn't notice. He doesn't care. Oh my god. It's okay, Falcon. That's okay. I'm really great at ruining everything. Oh, man. All right. We're letting it go off a sustained assault. So, round 3 at the 521 mark. Interesting. We're down to about 108 players. That's Liru for you. Right. The 249 is amazing. That Blue 4 rifle was a beanbag. Yeah, no, the F2000 is a little meh. How much did we hear? I stopped listening as soon as you mentioned Apex Legends. So then I laughed about it and said it was a video game thing. I thought you were talking about someone like, you know, like a significant other you found. I was going to go, oh, man, that's why I was listening. Yeah, no, I completely... I completely listened to the wrong part of that conversation, but you know what? This is a good part of it, though. 1 second. Let me copy paste this. Yes. Brilliant. Otherwise, let's go ahead and go through our intermission here. So that would be do. And I just have to go to this button and click that button. Excellent. Okay, now let's go ahead and change our commands up here. I might even change the music. Let's go to round 3. Here's what I will say. Falcon, if you're actually annoyed about it, let me know. And I do apologize. You're going to get Dante and swat me? Okay. Falcon, I'm going to be honest with you. Dante showing up at my house in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping is a fantasy of mine, so please do. Okay? Please do. Keep that going. Please. But Falcon, I do apologize. I was just trying to listen to ground command, and I'm like, oh, there's Falcon talking to this other guy. What's Falcon talking about? And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm glad. I'm glad for you, buddy. All right? And I hope it continues. Oh, she's back. Oh, my God. Hey, it could have been worse, Falcon. Something else was happening in the meantime, and I had to deal with that, which was pretty damn funny, but Who's the attacker? Who's the defender? Blue 4. All right, so we're... Blue 4 has a 5% numbers advantage. An armed speedboat minigun. Transport and UH-60. While Green 4 has 2 cord statics. Oh, interesting. Two M134 SUVs. Very interesting. And the map's going to be on Boscata. Okie dokie. And we do have the... I need to restore all my community commands as well now that the stuff isn't going on anymore. Thankfully. How can you compete in these games? Yep, F and F. Did the prediction pay out? No, let me go ahead and pay that out. And there it is, completed. All right. So the plan for the rest of the day is we'll do round 3. Stream will end. I'm going to start working on some more caches for the DayZ IED course thingamajig we're going to do tonight. Then we'll be covering rounds 1 and 2 of NA. And then we're going to go watch people blow themselves up in a massive trap area. Falcon, I'm so sorry. Okay. I was just genuinely happy for you, all right? Because we went from you getting a near 2-month ban last week to this. Falcon always has something going on. And everyone here, well, 95% of the people here love you. So I like to keep the Falcon news going. We turned into a tabloid. Falcon, we're going to send a goat to your house. Also, speaking of, I need to go message Dante real quick. And I'll set it to voice. So 1 second. Hey, if Falcon tries to recruit you to swat me... Can you please be the point man? Question mark. Maz is asking Guy Fieri to marry him. Okay. That's... What is this chat here? What the hell? I think because Maz wants to play with Papego, which is why he's asking. All expense paid. Oh my god. When you get points from my prediction, instantly. After we pay it out. I mean, at least it should be instantaneous. If not, then Twitch updated something, and I guess we're screwed. I'm not sure if Falcon's still here, though, because he might have had to jump into the mission now because his GPU crapped out for a second, but let's hope he's still okay. All right, we're up to about 105. I assume NA is going to probably have around the same numbers. Dante's response to what I just sent him is priceless. It's not Twitch appropriate, though. Anyway, let you F5. Wait, what's F5? I know DayZ, you have F11, but what's F5? 182,000 points split amongst 18 people. Good God. What the hell are they going off in there? What? Alright, whatever. F5 is refresh? Gotcha. I don't use F5. F5 just screws everything up. Fun fact, if you try to refresh OBS while you're streaming, bad things happen. Yeah. Otherwise, hope everyone's doing A-okay. I can hear Bloodwing upstairs eating that damn McDonald's. Good God. All right. Oh, that's my phone because it's close to the transmitter box. Devour, am I excited? I'm going to be honest, Devour. I'm very brain dead right now because after 6 days, I finally had 8 hours of sleep last night. Everything else was either anywhere from 3 to 4 and then 5.
Can you do the speech in Checkpoint RP voice?
Which Checkpoint RP voice, Justy? Which Checkpoint RP voice? There's quite a few. Unless you want me to imitate someone else from Checkpoint RP. Which, speaking of Checkpoint RP, we'll see one mid to late June is what I'm shooting for, based off of scheduling. I wanted to do it a little earlier, but all this other Annie will do. I'll come up with one on the spot then. Oh, Storm saying of the 182 got 113. Good God. I did get some sleep, Devour, but my point is, with the tail end of Reforger and what I'm planning to do with all of it and all the people I've had to message for various reasons for a bunch of other stuff, and the fact that, you know, I'm going to be gone for a 5-day period and then a 7-day period, and I've been busy. It's annoying. But Justy, no, wait, I was about to do my outro. I'm an idiot. Okay. Justy, thank you for the 3-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I don't know how... And I hope you get a nice kick out. Why did I just change? Oh, fuck me. Okay, well... And I hope you get a nice kick out of this one. There, I'm done. All right. I'm all right, Scott. Just a little brain dead. Falcon wants the jetpack from the Apex DLC. That's why he was talking about it. Okay. He just poked me with that. Brain dead as zombie? No, brain dead as in just slowly recovering from being really tired over the week with everything, but everything's returned to normal for the most part. What does bug me, though, is what I've confirmed in terms of YouTube algorithm stuff and what I'm going to have to change the main channel into, which, but if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do. But the main channel is going to probably just become a highlight channel, unfortunately, and then I have to make another channel for all the Zeus videos dedicated, because mixing mini highlights with those major videos is not viable, unfortunately. That's T-Far. But yeah, hey, 4th channel and then maybe even a 5th and 6th, but we'll get there when we get there. But when I'm ready to give that spiel, I'll give it in a YouTube video. But that's also why we haven't been seeing a few Zeus videos on the main channel. But that'll change with some other things I have to do, because I don't like leaving things unfinished unless I absolutely have to. But at this point, when I don't have to, I don't. So yeah, lot to work with. Yeah, Blaze. No, I had some stomach problems during the Pog Zeus op yesterday, and it just got a little worse, and then started going away this morning. And I'll admit they're slightly back. Like, I want to say, you know, I'm only feeling a third of the discomfort, but it's manageable. But I just use that as an excuse of, all right, you know, like, my body's just crapping out on me. I need to get a decent amount of sleep and just relax, you know? Because if you constantly spend a lot of time working and stressing over things and trying to micro, eventually your body may give out on you, so. Falcon's in a very good mood, apparently. I'm happy for him. I don't know. Life is all about just getting yourself to where you are comfortable with being, making some goals for yourself, trying to be a better human being. But better is entirely up to your own definition, because everyone's version of better is going to be vastly different. And one of the things I admit that I do struggle with is I'm trying to find ways to still better myself, because I've achieved a lot of what I wanted to do, and I'm only in my mid-20s. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do with the rest of my life? But you know what? What does help me keep going is when people DM me saying how much they appreciate the content, or if it helped them get through something. And, you know, if I can provide that for people to help them get to where they need to go, that's enough for me at this point. That and the fact that the Gorillas are touring again, and I was able to get some nice second to front row tickets. I'm very lucky in the fact that Bloodwing loves the Gorillas as much as I do, and I introduced them to her, and she, this will be our second concert with that, so, whew, that'll be fun. Otherwise, operation has begun, so let's go ahead and start covering it. So, briefing. Background: Greek army attempts to assassinate 3 important political figures supported by Turkey, all of which have been spotted within 3 possible locations in the northeastern part of Cyprus. Area of operations: oceans, hills, and some bushes. Gotta always note those bushes, guys. I don't know why we keep seeing people talk about the damn bushes in the area of operations. Like, every AO is going to have bushes. Unless it's like a desert, so you don't need to mention the bushes, but alright. It's all about that bushy, baby. Anyway, notes. A small contingent of Greek troops has made it to the island disguised on a fishing boat. They now rearm and prepare for further orders. White speedboats on Blue 4 have 0% ammo and are only for transport. Okay. Mission rules: Blue 4 max 1 squad, Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, and X-Ray can start in the circular zone independent. Minimum 1 HVT has to start in the middle zone. Buildings inside the middle zone are not allowed. Okay, so they're fortified tool stuff. Only extends to the yellow HVT zone, not the green safe start zones. All right. We'll make sense of that in a second. Game mode is HVT. Basically, kill the 3 people Vagrant, Patriot, and Tender Banner, the command team of Green 4. Mission rules, standard rounds, no magnified optics, no NVG equipment. Build points are only 100. Maximum view distance is slightly over a click. Medium anti-tank settings, both sides have 2 AT rounds per launcher. We're seeing Blue 4 field the Maz, Green 4 field the SMA. Blue 4 uniforms are going to be the Greek modern lizard camouflage. Their marksman is going to be fielding, I think that's a 416, and they're going to put a scope on it. So a 5.56 marksman rifle, basically. I have mental uses. That's an interesting name. Otherwise, loadouts are going to be an L1A1, which I've been told people absolutely hate because you can't full auto it. Yes, it's 7.62x51, but the fact that you can't full auto usually means that the enemy is able to out DPS you in CQC, and you get your butts kicked. So, otherwise, they have a Mini-Me and an FN Mag, your 249, 240 combo, respectively. M72 Law as the light anti-tank. Sniper gets the choice of M2010 or multiple camos for it. Suppressed shooters either get an MP7 or a Mark 14. I love seeing that combo of submachine gun or battle rifle choices. And then crew and aviation either get an MP7 or a 416. Crew served weapons, nothing. 2 smuggler boats. 1 UH-60. How much ammo per side? Only a little over 1,000 rounds per side. Interesting. Otherwise, they get a transport truck, probably where that one squad's already docked. 1 speedboat minigun. This one's actually going to be armed. The 40mm grenade launcher, I'm willing to bet, has been replaced with the 50 cal. And then these 4, which are going to have their ammo ripped because they said the white ones would have no ammo. They're all white, but this one's a different pattern. So these are the AAF Digi Camo. This is the NATO one, so this is going to be the armed one. And then these are all unarmed. They've had the ammo ripped from them. Otherwise, looking at the roster here, we got Curie leading, Korvac as the 2IC, Lolo as the platoon medic, Norris leading X-Ray with Iqbal as, I believe, the 2IC. No, he's the sniper. Okay. Mitten's going to be the 2IC there. Azuki taking the Mark 14 suppressed, Wise being the group's medic, and Holton taking the Mark 14 as well. Shy leading Alpha with one shot and Washed as a vehicle crew, which means they're probably going to take the speedboat minigun, or they're just going to be crewman slots. Revanche leading Alpha 2, I skipped a group. Olaf leading Alpha 1 with Tymek, Revolk, Spiky, Despo, Mutant, and Onovisky. Revanche leading Alpha 2 with Galil, Skipu, Sam, Sol, Sismo, and Andre. Azariah leading Bravo HQ, Bravo 1 being led by Yanni with Iander, Perton, Nimia, Whiplash, Cindy, and Flying Finn. Nafs leading Bravo 2 with Colas, Casual, Nemesis, Malin, Dobbs, and Cats. Excuse me. Delta 1 being led by no one, so we're just going to default to the guy up top. Azus with Nolich, Light Rancor, Salty, Mirror, and Wayne. And then Hotel 1, which is going to be the vehicle crew, has Schultz, Reapers, Insanity, and Bates. And then Pierce, I think, was under Delta, who just came in, so he is probably going to end up leading that group. Otherwise, looking over at Green 4 here, we don't have to scroll. I can just do this. Easy.
I could hear you.
Vagrant's going to be leading. He's usually the one commander we see command every week. I would say he is one of, if not the best commander, based off his win-loss ratio, as well as the fact that he just does this all the time. Patriot's going to be his 2IC Bender Banner, Tender Banner being the medic Bender Banner. Good God. Arcor leading X-Ray, Wheaton as the medic, Lusoda as the sniper, and the Stars taking... We didn't go over Green Force kits. That's why that looks so freaking foreign to me. My bad. So, Turkish kits are going to be the modern Turkish Army Desert Camouflage. All right, all of that weaponry aside, let's go ahead and look at the marksman. That's going to be a Scar H with a 7.62x51 with a ACOG to follow up. Weaponry are going to be HK33 A2s with 416s. Interesting. Mini-Me and an MG3 for the support weapons. T5000 Sniper for recon, and a choice of the Mark 14 or an MP5 SD. Integrally suppressed submachine gun. And then crew served weapons. They either get the Mark 5, which is a piece of shit. That's the vanilla one. At least I think. Or that could actually be the NR Arms one. By the way, if it's the vanilla one, that's a piece of shit. Never touch that one. Or an HK416 with a 10-inch barrel. Their assets, 2 static cords, 2 armored M134 minigun cars with only 1,000 rounds apiece, and then an armored SUV and then an unarmored SUV. Otherwise, looking back at the groups here, as I started, We were down to Newton here. So Newton, actually no, we were down to Aim at the Stars here. Here's the two I see. Banks and I believe Tackleberry are going to be the suppressed shooters. Banks rocking, and actually no, both of them are going to be rocking suppressed Mark 14s. Otherwise, Newton leading Alpha. Falcon is going to be one of the vehicle crewmen. He is with Bay too. So if Falcon and Bay are going to be taking one of the SUVs, that's going to be a very dangerous combo. And I already hear him laughing.
Okay, well, I guess I'll join you guys.
Guys,
Yes.
everybody's down. I don't like this line.
Alrighty, move over to the C Scout line.
Interesting.
What's the short range? 60?
All right, Ant is going to be leading Alpha 1 with Khalil, excuse me, Robert Weedgood, Diego Blas, and Raposo. Alpha 2 being read by K9 with Lucas, K, Skip, Daedalus, and Olivia, my bad. Maz leading Charlie HQ. He's got Dream and Bayant as a vehicle crew, but they're in a different one. Novix leading Charlie 1 with Michael Dooley, Saren, Kikir, Flux, and Guy Fieri. Charlie 2 being led by Warkus with Taurus, Ash, Arma Jesus, and Drew. Delta has merged everything under Delta 1. I believe Oddball, or actually I can't tell because they have Delta 2 in here too because they have a second leadership thing. So one of these is a squad leader, another one is the team leader between Zaki and Oddball, but Delta 1 being led by Lurch with Lennox, Hanu, Rainman, Tootie Rot, Kubas, and Broken. Looking at the AOs here, these are 3 VIP areas. The middle one has to have at least 1 VIP in it. Again, the 3 VIPs are up top, Vagrant, Patriot, and Tender Banner. There are 3 different positions they can be in due to tasks being seen by Blue 4. Indy Command has the option to enter one zone and have me TP them to another, aka don't bother trying to He's been cut off. Malin is one of the admins here for the game, so he can maneuver things around. We'll see what the second part of his message is, but I think Green Force content with holding these 2 areas. So I think he's saying because people can teleport, the flagpoles are out of the yellow zone, that they can watch the VIPs to see which zones they teleport to, so Blue 4 knows which objectives are being hit. So Malin's offering a solution of have the VIP go into the yellow zone and then tell me which zone you want me to teleport to so I can keep them hidden for him. And Falcon has poked me saying he has been stolen by Pepega Pirates, which means he is going to be with Charlie 1 here and Charlie HQ, which is why he's in that Vic, so he's going to be with the crew here. But I'd say Falcon with Pepega is probably the best choice for him because he has that level of aggression that Pepega does, and as long as Falcon's with other people, instead of lone wolfing, he can't be banned for it. Finger guns. So we'll see what the remainder here is. Blue 4, again, they have one rule. They're allowed to have 1 squad right here to start with, and they're going to open up with Scandi Recon on that edge. Interesting. Otherwise, Blue 4 with that speedboat minigun is going to be really useful for hitting some of these coastal positions, especially the hotel area. But we'll just have to see how this goes. Blue 4 is probably going to be doing D-Day as well because they have all these boats to work with. But I'd imagine they're going to have a full group in the helicopter. Or they might just dedicate it to X-Ray. So that is, yep, X-Ray is the one starting to load into it. Neat. That means they're going to have at least 3 squads go in with the boats. But they'll be supported by the 1 armed boat, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Then you got this entire Green Force squad here. Maybe they're going to come up on this hill, but... yeah, maybe for Overwatch points, but, I mean, the boat can then snipe them. Because it will have a 50 cal on it, so... tough call there. It's going to be a quicker round, though. I'd imagine these guys are going to immediately go up to counterattack that one Blue 4 group to the north. But the miniguns, I mean, on a coastal patrol for boats wouldn't also be a bad call. They just have to decide what they want to do with them. But Blue 4, I mean, if they want to play this super cautious, they can either move the boats around and deploy them behind this force as they set up a defensive perimeter, or they can sneak them around and hit the southern side and start pushing south to north. And then the helicopter could deploy stuff too. But it is a toss-up. The last time the AOs were in this area, though, the attackers got absolutely scuffed because it was such a weird plan that happened, apparently.
Sí. A la izquierda.
Ni idea.
You're starting to see Blue 4
la
mounting up in
colina
some of their
esa sí
boats.
hay, esa colina. No, no vayas todavía porque...
Robert, mira. Robert,
Con esto de señalar, me los puedes spotear perfectamente, ¿vale? Esa colina de ahí, ¿vale? ¿Te ves bien? ¿Miras con los binoculares?
A ver. Intentaré darte algo más específico.
Eso lo bien, vale.
220, sureste.
Perfecto, perfecto. Vale. Se espera que los enemigos vengan del...
I'm not Zeusing. This is just a spectator interface. For PvP, you generally don't have Zeuses.
Okay, I'm so down. I'm so down. I'm so down. Oh, wait, brother. What I was thinking, yeah, was like bring the man down back to Birmingham.
I'm gonna kiss you on the lips in a minute.
Go back to Birmingham, look. Boys, the man down.
I just couldn't imagine. I just could not imagine naming like you actually named a place Nottingham. Nottingham. What kind of name is that?
No, Nottingham. Nottingham.
It sounds even sillier.
Yeah, as an American, Nottingham. Nottingham.
Renreb, I don't try to guess what languages they speak anymore because I found a group of Czech players and I thought they were speaking French, and when I said it, they gave me so much shit afterwards, and it was really funny. That was an OFCRA.
I'm gonna
that's not a cool
fire everything. I'm gonna put so much emphasis into the T's. Nottingham. Shut up, you American cringe baby.
That's not nice.
Hey, you know what, Guy Fieri? I bet your Flavor Town isn't that flavorful.
Well, it's not America.
Listen up, you leg-bearded son of a bitch.
He's right. Thank you.
He's right. He's right. You don't talk about
He's right.
That's
He's right.
So if you ever wondered what Papega Pirates talks about,
Step up, Guy Fieri. Look at me. Look at me.
He's right. Well, how much time do we have left to safe start?
Don't cringe, Fieri.
Don't mock anyone.
How dare you? How dare you say that? How dare you say that to me, young man?
Your Flavor Town isn't even that flavorful. Like, I bet you it's bland.
You know, it's more flavorful than your mom's bullshit.
I bet you only put salt.
I bet you can't
on
speak
your
English because you
town.
just stuttered 3 times in trying to say that. I can't put what? I can't put what, dude? I can't
Shut up.
I got
He's right. He's right.
Wait, I can't get in. Oh, we're in.
Alright, now that we're not talking anymore, Parker.
Yep.
Can you tell the other British person that we're friends with every day?
You got the best driver on this side of
40K campaign.
Anyway.
That people are waiting for his actual campaign to start.
I've said this.
And he continues running his little fucking dream show in the Shadowlands.
Don't say my name like that.
I think so.
Oh
no, I'm just gonna press go. I'm not even gonna drive.
I didn't mean to say that. His fever dream.
Wait a minute.
Well, unfortunately, everyone else is slow as fuck.
Actually, what's that? They unbanned him the day after.
That is utter fucking bullshit.
Someone died immediately. Who died?
Fuck's sake.
So, for the record, I always say when people start dying, I need to mute myself. That is why I say it. That is why I say it. It wasn't Falcon that died. I don't even know who it died. I think it was someone actually trying to reconnect on the server that didn't make it in time as the round began. But my point is, that's what we hear sometimes. Which is why I try to mute myself before people die, so we don't have that come up. I'm writing the timestamp down. I'm making that into a highlight just to prove my point. But that is why.
Team 6.
That's pretty damn funny.
Let's go and hey.
Danny San, thanks for the 14-month resub, my man. Actually, would it be Danny San? I think so. Regardless, thank you so much. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this little FNF stream. And that Vic is, I mean, it's the up-armored Humvee. Don't get me wrong, but let's see how Blue 4 reacts to it. Yep, you got the boats coming in to reinforce the Blue 4 position. Green 4, meanwhile, immediately dismounting. So where did the armed SUVs go? They went all the way back here at the Stone Quarry. Okay, a little weird. You're hearing some grenades getting thrown here. They're blind firing them a little more to the right. And you have Nimia, who's already taken out one. More grenades going out. One rolling right next to her. knocking her to her feet. Does a lot of damage. Oh yeah, no, this group is mostly dead. They, they just mounted up a few of them. Banks is the only one left. Did Banks? Oh, that was just a really quiet suppressor. Good God, Naft's now taking fire. And that grenade somehow shrapneled down and killed him. The grenade shrapnel has been really, really weird today, to say the least. We got one boat landing all the way to the south. And you got the helicopter coming around as well, so we'll see if these SUVs reposition here to fight this group. Aim of the Stars looks like he woke back up. He's playing dead at this point. Nim's still knocked out. Ah, what's that with the sarcastic comments in chat? Yeah, so they mounted up in the truck, and then they decided against mounting up in the truck. And we're starting to see, first the armed vehicle has made it in here. But it looks like they're fully dismounting it unless Wash is going to stay in it to solo crew it. Because that's the only one that has ammo. The other ones have had their ammo removed. Alright, otherwise we got the Green 4 garrison down here fighting against that 1AO. Command has deployed back here on the south. X-Ray has deployed all the way over here. It looks like a little bit of Delta has also deployed. So everything else is going to be on the northern side. They're getting out and remounting as well. But yep, Green 4, they're going to take their armed Humvees, excuse me, SUVs, and potentially put them around the left flank and try to flank this force up here on the north. This is definitely the most important one. Green 4, I mean, they got 2 HVIs down in that area, though, so they're still under threat. They've got the third one up here, though. So I'd imagine this is where the main fight's going to be, but then we're going to see some Blue 4 guys get on the rear of that objective and at least take those 2 guys out. So we'll just have to see where things go. Aim of the Stars was eventually picked off. Nim is being dragged back by Azariah. Did Papega take any casualty? Excuse me, did Scandy take any actual KIA? It looks like the answer. Nope, Cats went down. Okay. So, Nemesis is firing as Yanni's trying to range for his 240 Gulf here. Nope, that's an FN mag, my bad. But both are 7.62x51 machine guns. Medium machine guns specifically, but he's sighting them out and trying to get... Why is X-Ray Green 4? I think those are the survivors of the group that originally came up here, but... Oh, no, Aim of the Stars is still alive. He pulled back. I guess Arcor is trying to drive up to pick him up, perhaps? Their windows are still fine, though. Now you got the 134s firing from the 2 SUVs. 1 KIA. And now Blue 4 is turning their forces over here to try to set up and engage from this hill. Yanni immediately gets clipped. That's the thing about 134s. They can put a lot of fire downrange very quickly. They have a nastier spread, but they make up for it in the sheer amount of volume of firepower. And Yanni got knocked out from a few more rounds. I thought I saw GL going out, but I guess I was mistaken. So this is Falcon driving. I'd imagine Bay is his gunner. No. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. He's already on 2 kills with that M134. But, I mean, Falcon and Bay, again, 2 of the best players on FNF. Both of them know how to do vehicle stuff. Falcon knows where to position the vehicle. Bay knows how to shoot. They're already taking fire. Now you got that UH-60 up there. And they do have the hollow sight on it as well to aim. But with them immediately taking fire from that position, they're going to fold back around. You got Iander steady with the Moz right here. He is trying to line up some shots. Iander just got knocked out, and the driver saw that round coming, so they were able to pull back. That could have been on target, though, if not slightly short, because the smoke originated from right there. So good on Dreams for getting that spray kill there. But, yep, he failed his wake-up check, so a medic's going to have to pick him up. Burton also got hit a little bit there. Now you got the UH-60 flying around. But if they go too low, those 134 miniguns will be able to pick them off quite well. Now you're seeing them starting to fire down at, I guess, some infantry in the open down here. Top-down shot. Wait for it to come around. Don't burn your ammo on it just yet. Gotta be careful, though, because this is a pretty big profile for you to get hit by stray bullets here. Helicopter's doing a great job, though. So some hits there, you saw some ricochet. Otherwise, I doubt that would have been too effective. Yeah, immediately the helicopter dives. So again, he's going to be trying his best to position Bay into some more areas so he can get some more minigun kills. He has to be at least halfway through the munition with the amount of rounds he's put out, because that 134 puts a lot out very quickly. Galil gets hit. Soul taking some fire. Shot in the back. Despo doing his best to line up some shots. Bay on 4 kills now, so he just doubled his kill count. Yeah, so Soul, I think, got killed off. There's another guy right here I think Bay might have gotten as well. But yeah, those 134s, I mean, they can just pick things off. And now you got that UH-60 coming in. But it flies back. Meanwhile, looking at the rest of Blue 4, they're clearing out the southernmost area. You got 2 of the 3 VIPs over here as well. I think this rear group's eventually going to start harassing. But then this one Green 4 defensive group can turn around and take out any Blue 4 guys coming from the south, as the remains of Blue 4 are just getting harassed by this remaining force here. Bay folds in, realizing that there's a lot of Blue 4 on top of him, as Shy is leading the charge. But this is pulling all of Blue 4 away from the objective, which is quite interesting. Got the other 134 around here. The VIPs are players, yep, so it's the entirety of the command team of Green 4. Vagrant, Patriot, and Tender Banner. I believe it's, yep, so ground command is back there, and then his 2IC and Medic are down there in the yellow zone. They can leave the yellow zone, but then their position is constantly pinged. UH-60 coming in. If the Vics stop, they might be able to... Woo! Got some more shooting from up there. Bay folds into another seat, realizing he's under fire. These are also up-armored Humvees, so one shot through the window isn't going to kill someone. They have to mag dump the window with at least like 5 to 10 shots before it could potentially break. And then you also have the armed minigun boat here. Looks like Wash did take a +1. That's on that command turret, which controls that top one, and I think they're trying to pick off who they can from the water. No kills yet, though. We have a knockout over here. This was Pepega coming up, but they're getting cut down by members of Scandi, and they're also being friendly fired by Dream. Dream, congratulations. You have a -1 kill. So I think he actually, yeah, no, so we got one of these two. Ah, that's not good. Good old Dream. Armored Tesla car grabbed the super sledge. So Arma Jesus trying to make up for the rest of his force that got hit here. He is on 1, trying to line up some more shots on Blue 4 as they come around. But Blue 4, I mean, wow, they're gonna mount up in the truck. I don't know what they're doing there, but that's gonna be risky to push out with that. AT got launched at the boat. It went a little over, however. Kekir also coming to reinforce Despo's position. Excuse me. I think Despo, no, Spiky, yeah, sorry, Despo was the guy who was not getting shot. No, reinforce Arma Jesus' position. Novix failed his wake-up check. You're seeing some more explosions around these Vics here. Yeah, so now they're just trying to reposition. But yeah, no, they're going to use that transport truck and go around the northernmost side. You still have those M134 minigun Humvees around. I mean, I keep calling them Humvees. My bad. SUVs. So, Guy Fieri, SL Dream's out here now. So I don't know what happened to the other SUV there. We have another knockout. That's Timek. Reinforce now countering that position. I wonder if they'll call that up and you'll see the SUV push north to potentially try and engage it. As I say that, they do a dismount over here. As you're now trying to have that 134 minigun maraud around to try to find where Blue 4 is, so it might come around on the rear here. He's got to be careful they don't hit a rock or a bush at too much of a speed, otherwise they will damage or potentially destroy their wheels. We have a knockout up here. Nope, that was Novik still being down. My bad. Guy Fury and Dream are pulling back. You got Arma Jesus under fire as K-Kier harasses. But I think I'm agreeing with those early predictions. It is seeming like Green 4 is winning this. Now a rocket came in. That is just short of the Vic this time. Now you got Bay putting a hail of bullets down on Azariah. Tears him apart. They quickly reposition as the minigun Humvee tries to take him out. That is probably going to put Bay on 5 kills now. Yep. It's the Dream Team, ma'am. I get why they had the armored Humvees. It was to help counter the air asset, but, I mean, used against ground infantry, it can be messy. These guys are on the northernmost side. They don't have any room to fall back on, so they're kind of stuck up on this hill. And Green 4 have just spaced themselves out so much that it's really easy to intercept these guys. But more importantly, Blue 4 doesn't really have a lot of room to maneuver. There's just a lot of open territory right here that if they try to move through, they can be engaged. But you got flanking fire coming from different areas that Green 4's covering. And it's just a really bad spot to be in. So now that Falcon knows that they're up there, he's going to reposition the SUV somewhere else to then open up on him. SUV's doing its best to continuously engage the SUV, but I called that an SUV, didn't I? The Blackhawk, sorry. Doing its best to get into a position to engage, but it's just not enough. They folded in the gun at this point. But again, it's bulletproof. His right window, hold on. That right window might be out. It's hard for me to tell, though. Yeah, these are still up, though. If he looks right, I'll be able to tell, but... yeah, they're keeping that folded in. They're trying to distract it. We have Charlie HQ back here. I'd be impressed if Maz could get some shots from there. They're dragging Guy Fieri back. Dream is covering Despo, and Olaf are moving up the left flank. And Bay has gotten out. I think they're out of ammo. There's no reason for them to leave that behind unless it was out of ammo. But what's really cool about this vehicle is that it's folded in like that. It's so cool. Novix just got knocked out. No, the guy carrying him was killed. Novix is still down. Bayant now trying to flank around on the left side. Tunnel visioned on that little drop-off there. Olaf's going to be able to continue to flank around. Dream is up here as well. Meanwhile, you got Blue 4 command breaching, Green 4 command right here. Tenderbane are camping on the roof. So they're hunting for the HVIs back there, but that's only 2 of the 3. The third one is still in the northern yellow zone. Bayant and Falcon flanking around. They know Olaf's here, but Olaf just got hit by something. Quite possibly that was Dream actually getting the shot on him. Bay and Falcon forced to pull back because they start taking fire from up the ridge. 134 firing. Can't lead the shots properly, though. And you got the other minigun SUV back here. Interestingly enough. Bay tries to put some shots on Whiplash as Whiplash pulls away. You see some blood right here, so he did get hit a few times. And I don't see Olaf. Nope, he does wake back up. Okay. Some rounds bouncing off the bottom of that UH-60. It doesn't do much, though. You can appreciate the ground fire, though. All right, let's see where these hiding spots are. Patriot hiding on the outskirts. And then Tenderbane are hiding on the roof. HVI missions always turn into hide and seek, which I find quite amusing. Falcon flanking around, might catch Olaf here. Yes, he does. And Falcon has found himself a 249 or a mini-me, but either way, 200-round 5.56 machine gun, arguably the best gun in all of FNF PvP. Dream's still on that -1. Trying to line up some shots with his CCO sight. He is engaging Dobbs here, who quickly tries to pull back because he did get hit a few times. Now we got Falcon in the Humvee pulling back here. Bay doing his best to put medical down on Novix to bring him back. And Falcon's just driving around drawing fire because he's in an armored SUV. It's not a bad call. Now we got some Green 4 guys coming up here to reinforce. He's just driving around, being a distraction. All right, looking back on the southern side, looks like Blue 4 were able to find and eliminate 1 HVT. It was Tenderbaner back here. I think Mirror spotted him on the rear and took him out. Let me just confirm that real quick. No, he is not on 1 kill. Korvac got him. And then Patriot just knocked someone out there. Patriot left the zone. So if you look, you see their marker there. As Patriot goes for the boat. Switches to the rear gun. It has no ammo, though. He's switching around the seats to make it harder for him to get hit. And he's going full speed away. Oh, that's funny. So again, they can actively see him on the map right now, since he's out of the yellow zone. But he literally just stole a boat. And now he's just gonna swim. He's gonna go south with that. Blue 4 are gonna have to take their armed boat to intercept him. Or the UH-60 to do it. That is freaking hilarious. A lesson in security. But yep, nope, now you got the armed boat. It's been ordered to come down south. Hopefully it'll still have ammo. That boat doesn't have any ammo to speak of. It's just going to take a few minutes, but that's pretty damn hilarious. Meanwhile, the bullying continues. Falcon and Bay back in that Vic. Most of Papega, they've lost the entirety of Charlie 1, so at least half of them are down. UH-60 coming in. It's going to pick people up. Oh, almost dipped a little too much. It would have broken its rotor. Oh, I think they know that they're trying to get out of there. If they have minigun ammo left, this would be big, but Falcon, he's got... Oh, goes too aggressive. And Bay also gets knocked out. They thought they were doing a full evac. And they went too aggressive, and it cost them. Now, is there a plus 12 in here? No, it's a plus 10, so they had 2 more slots, but they wanted to leave more than 2 people back there. And I think they're just going to redeploy, so there's still a chance for Blue 4 to win, don't get me wrong. But now you got the armed vote. I love this. I absolutely love this. You don't have to shoot at them right now. You can just wait till you get up to them and then corner them somewhere. I guess you can also have the UH-60 come around and just watch where that boat goes, because that is an HVI, and then once you kill him, load him back, and then you're fine. Here we go, the great boat chase. Yeah, you're not allowed to roadkill each other. That's one of the rules of FNF. Yep, the UH-60 is now following suit as well. Patriot's gonna make a run for it. His position's still actively marked. Hey, Adrian, thanks for the raid, buddy. Patriots going for the lighthouse. Occupy lighthouse. All right. Minigun boat is now going to suppress this area. Meanwhile, you got Mads and Ash cleaning up the rest of these guys. I don't think that that UH-60 dropped its infantry off yet. He's trying to pick off the helicopter. Oh, I think he just got shot. Yep. And they can confirm the kill because his map marker goes away. Now you got the final AO here. Meanwhile, Dobbs hiding in the smoke, playing dead. Dobbs could catch Maz. Oh, but Maz spotted him. Oh, man. So you got Blue 4 now dismounting their forces over here. They're going to move it on foot, probably to flank this one hillside. Oh, it's going to be a long 25 minutes. You got Lusat as the sniper here. He's already gotten 2 kills. He's trying to pick off additional people. I think he got that guy right there that we saw go unconscious, and he probably double tapped. Oh, that's the enemy sniper. It just hit someone up here. Yeah, there's a body right there. Both snipers working with the infantry. That's a nice sign to see. Meanwhile, looking... That would be Iqbal, who's also on 2 kills. Iqbal just got a 3rd. So now you got the armed boat firing up on this area. Ooh, he just got headshotted by something. This Greenvor group, they're starting to suffer some pretty heavy casualties. I see 5 bodies up here. So they're only at about 65% strength, give or take. So he's doing his best to try to hit another body here. He's trying to keyhole wise. I think he's gotten him hit a few times. That was another hit on his leg. I guess it wasn't, because otherwise he'd be crippled. Got some stray fire coming from the building over to the right. Yeah, that's just being used as transport, because I haven't seen the helicopter fire its minigun either. I think we're out of 134 ammo. Some spray going out there with the mini-me. Blue 4 starting to move these forces up, going a little in the open areas. I'm not sure if they're going to try to flank around this way or if they're going to do a direct flank. Because I think these guys could get right on top of this force, and they're not going to notice anything moving around behind them. Got broken on the MG3 trying to bipod his weapon so he can hit that boat. Maz round just went up, and this group is opting to engage from the rear instead. Ooh, there goes the squad leader. That is actually all 3 of their radio guys. Another round comes in, knocks Rufus out. Wow. Blue 4 could still bounce back here. They still have the manpower. And Green 4 is just losing a lot of guys. All it takes is hitting one dude who is bandaging right now, too. So you got a closer MG3 firing at the boat. Boat's going to be at least on 1 kill because they did hit the VIP. Ooh, was that the damage texture? Yeah, so there's been some slight damage to the boat done. Impossible to tell how much other than knowing that it has taken some damage. Oh yeah, Dream did friendly fire someone. He at least got 1 friendly kill and knocked out Novix, so... You know. That's where the AT round... Actually, no, multiple rounds came in here. He's taunting them. He's freaking friendly wiggle taunting them. I love it. And now they're shooting at him. Ah, the trolling. Now there's only 3 people up here. Not sure if anyone ran over to the next position to be fortified. And now you have Korvac being dropped off in the water. Ah, yes, the Navy SEAL. And I think the boat is going to beach itself at this point, because it's probably out of ammo. Yep. Tries to become an APC, doesn't make it too far. I got Blue 4 pushing this one hill here. You got Khalil here covering with Rufus, bandaging. And you still have units firing at the chopper. Oh, worst time to look away! What? What are you doing? What the? Okay, that happened. Genius. Well, that was 3 free kills there. A little bit of damage done to Blue 4, but nothing too bad. Maz now running down, seeing that the boat's landed. Maz, if there's a boat here, you should probably look around to see where the people that were on the boat went. And one shot's about to get one shot. One shot. What? One shot! Come on. That's more than one shot. It's a lot more than one shot. You missed all of them. Okay. Well, I mean, in one shot's defense, I think you only had the MP7. That better not be an M4 in your hands. It's a 416. Okay. It's okay. I forgive you. And now he's trying to shoot Maz in the water. Drew now trying to come around, hit Korvac. I don't think he got the hit on Korvac. I don't see any blood. Hitting up north, gifting out 10 subs. If you got a sub from Hitting Up North, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this last round of the EU branch of FNF.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
Hedred.
Now.
I'm not doing a posture check, though. I'm too comfy.
Send in GOAT Team 6. Now.
So is Maz just going to swim south? You got some Green 4 coming out to counter here. You got Kiri. Platoon HQ pushing up on his own.
Send in GOAT
Korvac, meanwhile, the 2IC, he's got 3 kills himself. Not bad. Yep, because he's engaging. He was the guy that jumped out of the helicopter. Now he's going to be flanking forces that are coming around on the side, too.
GOAT Team 6. Now.
Yes, Neko, I did put you in the multi. Don't worry.
Send in GOAT Team 6. Now.
Hey, Rado, Modern Warfare 3 Frost. I hope you keep enjoying it, man.
Team 6.
It means a lot to have you say that. Ah, yes.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
Why?
Now.
Why? Are you gonna shoot? Yep, go ahead. Get your AFK kill, Carrie.
Send in GOAT Team
Do your
6.
part.
Now.
Do your part. Okay. Hidden, I'm gonna be honest, it's, you just gotta look. That's a really bad way to say it. Because every community has their ups and downs. I mean, I've been across dozens of communities over the past few, not even few, like 5 or 6 years I've been doing this. And there's never been the perfect community. Every community has its baggage. You just gotta look around and then go through processes and then see what you like. And if you don't like it, you move on. Mainly it's been, how would I put it? So it's been finding other YouTubers communities and deciding to try them. Looking across either the Arma Discord, because they have recruitment tabs, some major modding communities as well for, you know, like IFA, for example. They have a tab. Great shot by Maz there catching Korvac at. But they've got tabs for communities specific to that mod. So for, like, you know, IFA or a certain sci-fi mod, they've got communities that recruit out there as well. Reddit Find a Unit is also pretty good. But I'll be honest, these days, the only new communities I go to are the ones that ask me to show up, either for paid gigs or they have something unique, like the Starship Trooper community. I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's do that. But I'm just lucky to have something like that because I haven't had to go actively looking in a long time. But that's what I would recommend. It's been a hard grind. It's going to be, like, even if you do find a few communities to join up and sign up, join into and sign up for, it's going to be, you know, you got to go through all their trainings if they have that and all this other stuff. But I mean, if you're looking for more casual stuff, TSB, FK, TMTM, Cadian XX is also pretty good. Trying to think what else these days. Those are like your larger scale stuff. If you want smaller scale, I would recommend Find a Unit for Reddit because they do have a lot of small communities out there. And yeah, that's why another big point to make. Depending on what you're looking for in a community will vastly change your perspective on that community. They both put their binos out at the same time. So now he's trying to get his gun out to hit him. Single shot rain. That second shot's knocking your weapon sway off. I'm doing all right, Ham. Hope you're doing okay, too. That's a body. Come on, buddy. It can be tough trying to range with the 1-dot types of scopes. The red dots, you just simply have to know how to. Ooh, Maz got done dirty right there. And then Warkus avenges Maz. Just had some AT fired up at here where Aim at the Stars is. He has a battle buddy that was knocked out. He's got another guy that was knocked out here. It's because Aim at the Stars is the sniper, so he's trying to find a spot to flank. He wasn't the sniper. No, the sniper was someone else. He picked it off of someone's body. It was Luso that was the sniper for Green 4, actually. And he had a few kills, but I think he had to have run from this position then. What the UH-60 doing? Oh, that's funny. Bye, Cholt. That's brilliant. That's freaking brilliant. And Aim at the Stars didn't like that. Not one bit. Cholt wakes back up. But the MP7, man. But Cholt's back up so he can go and bandage him. Meanwhile, down here, Drew and Washed are both down. Numbers-wise, it's pretty even. We got 11 minutes remaining. All Blue 4 needs to do is kill Vagrant to win. And Vagrant's just laying low. Been playing Reforger? Nice. Again, Reforger I think is going to be something amazing after its first month, because that's where the modding... I mean, that's hopefully been enough time for some modders to start transferring stuff over. I've actually been reaching out to a lot of modders just to see what their schedule is for moving stuff to Reforger if they have one. And the estimates I'm getting line up with about the first month. People are going to start releasing their first builds of moving content over. I know some modders have told me they're not going to move stuff over, though, because they don't like the fact that when you publish on the new workshop for Reforger, your stuff becomes open source. Anyone is allowed to basically take whatever you upload and build upon it, and you're not allowed to upload it in a different way. So I know some modders are they're being a little stingy about that, but what can you do? Also, fun fact, some 40K content creators for modding are in the process of moving stuff. So I'm happy to see that, because I know some are scared of what Games Workshop might do, but some are still going ahead with it, which is quite nice. Hey, Barty, how you doing? Yeah, I did see the first half of the stream. Second half I had to duck out for to host my op, and I think it was really cute. It was a good way to announce Reforger. They like, also from a marketing standpoint of the game, like, they also made sure to just include every little feature that they could. They did stretch it a little bit, though, in the sense that it is still a tech demo, but you know, it's Gary's mod. It's gonna be up to the modders to make almost all of it at that point. Game Workshop, they're the guys that I think own 40K legally, and they can be dicks about it, but they probably won't do anything. Oh, and I agree, Malin. It's just, there are a few caveats to what they could do with Reforger in lineup for 4 that could go kind of like the Bethesda Creator Club, and that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen. It just depends on how greedy Bohemia gets, but they're a good flock. I don't expect too much in terms of stuff like that. Whiplash got a knockout there. It was on Lennox, though, because the rounds are penetrating. So if he aims a little bit lower, he might actually get a lucky headshot on Vagrant. If you don't know Korvac, don't worry about it. It's just, I'm glad it's Bohemia doing this strategy, because if it was a bigger corporation that was a lot more greedy with it, there's a lot of worse shit that could happen. But yeah, Blue Force charging in here. They're going to go right for it. Wow, Oddball, wow. Oddball's not having any of this rushing shit. Holy crap. Damn, dude. Oddball is not fucking around. Wise just booped his own grenade. Damn. Oh my god. Yeah, Green 4 just bitch slapped that rush back. Holy crap. And now the numbers are even again. Blue 4 had the number advantage, but that's been turned around. Back to being even. Ay. This round has definitely... Honestly, all of the rounds tonight in FNF. The only one that was a little more predictable was the second round, but the first round went back and forth quite quickly. Not quickly, but just rapid... no. How do I word it? First round just went back and forth throughout the entire round. It looked like one side had the advantage, and then it was immediately taken away, and it went back to even. And just kept going back and forth. But this one, it just keeps bouncing back and back. Back and forth, I guess. Iqbal still has the sniper. Still only on 3 kills, reloading again. I want to see the angle he has here. He might be able to pick off some dudes in there. Vagrant has to be careful. Vagrant just keeping his head down. Mittens, I think, yeah, he's hiding in the SUV. Might just be bandaging right now. Let's see if Zach comes out. Oh, he's on the other side of the building. Okay. Did you see his helmet? He's crawling up. Cindy just knocked out Taurus there. The one fear I have is we do have a few Scandi Recon players still alive, and they are, again, some of the best. So skill-wise, I think Green 4 is a little outgunned, plus Green 4 only has the rest of their forces folded in back here. So it is still in Blue 4's favor, despite what's here. Zach pulling back because he's taking GL fire. Oddball's still up on his 3. Cindy breaching this compound. Probably going to catch Zach bandaging. Not even time for a reaction. And then you got Warkus, who's pushed up here. He's sitting down. Trying to get some pickoffs, but the smoke might be possibly obscuring some of it. He's not able to land the shots. Wow. Oddball once again bitch slaps someone back. But isn't able to outrun Naps there and gets knocked out. Lurch trying to keyhole Naps here. Gets a hit on him, as evidenced, indicated by that blood splatter. Grenade going out. Lurch is protected by some of these ruins here. Oddball, I can't tell if he failed his wake-up check or immediately got wake-up checked by the grenade. You could still see Warkus come around here and hit some Blue 4 guys in the back. Oddball fell in the wake-up check again. Oddball, I believe, ended with 4. Yep. Lurch gets a flanking kill right there. That's his first. And Naf's just double-tapped Oddball. Beautiful grenade throw. Does it bounce around? I don't think it's enough. Yep. Really close, though. Lurch now trying to get Nafs. Nafs is staying open, and grenade being thrown back. That's going to bounce back on the fence. Does it have the range? Yes, it does. Does a little bit of damage to Lurch. Another grenade well placed there. Right next to Nafs there. He takes at least 3 shrapnel wounds, as evidenced by the blood splatter. Possibly more, actually. Might be up at up to 5 there, actually. Whiplash going down as Warcast coming around on the rear. This is do or die at this point. The game ends if Vagrant dies, but there's 3 minutes left on the clock. Actually, 2. 2-minute warning. Lurch doesn't spot Cindy. Cindy spots Lurch first. Lurch trying to pre-fire. Doesn't get it. Cindy gets the kill. Cindy on 4. 1 minute 45 remaining. Vagrant corner camping this, as he has everyone literally covering a different area. They're listening for the doors, too. This is some good security. Holy shit. And you got the VIP right there. Meanwhile, I think Warkus came around on the rear, and Cindy got the kill there, too. Yep, Cindy on 5 now. 1 minute 15 remaining. This might get played to time. Whiplash woke back up. Blue 4 is only down to 4, with Iqbal overwatching. And one of these 4 is AFK. I think this is it. I think it's done to time. 1 minute. Ronnie, I'm going to be honest, that's a tough call to make. From the bird's eye view interface, I agree with you, but they don't know what's out there, so they'd rather have security. But yeah, Nim, this was they were some pretty good rounds overall. This one, I think, is going to just barely be a green 4 victory, but Nafs.
Send in goat.
I mean, if he climbs up to this and then picks off Vagrant.
Love you, boo.
That's exactly what he's going to do, because no one's watching security. Nafs, make the right kill. Make the right kill. That was not the right kill. Nafs, you could literally... He got tunnel vision there. So hard on the kills. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. It's over. Wait. Okay, 2, other timer. There it is. That was messy, and they called it right after Cindy breached. Okay. Wow. But Nim, thanks for the 28-month resub. Hope you enjoying the operations. Hope you enjoy the NA branch of FNF if you decide to join us. But otherwise, I will be back in an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one. New Horizons, yes, because there are a lot of different buttons to learn for Reforger, so keep that in mind. But otherwise, ta-ta, guys.